Come on, Tara. It's your move.
It's open, Larry.
Hi. Listen, I need a quick answer. My date just canceled on me. I made such big plans. How would you girls like to have an exotic dinner with me?
Exotic dinner? Sure.
Yeah, sounds wonderful.
Oh, that's great. I just spent $6 on Chinese takeout. I hate to see it go to waste.
Hi, Jan, Tara, Blair. Please.
What, you got a date in a store window? What do you do? Just fall off a wedding cake?
No, it just so happens that I'm going to a charity party tonight with Miss Jessica Barish.
Not the Jessica Barish.
That's right. Queen of the jet setters.
So what if she's rich? I'm willing to accept her faults.
What is she doing with you, Slummy?
She happens to enjoy my company, Lawrence.
Oh, yeah? Which company did you tell her you owned? AT&T or just IBM?
That's funny. Listen, Shecky, I got a favor to ask you. Can I borrow your car for tonight?
Sure. Can I borrow Jessica tomorrow night?
Larry.
I'll get the keys.
Come here.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, Jeanette, darling, anything.
Does she think that you're rich?
Well, she knows that I own a restaurant, among other things.
What other things?
We didn't go into details.
She thinks he's rich.
You're getting in over your head, pretending to be something you're not.
Terry, look,
Jack, let me ask you something. Don't you feel silly trying to keep up with her and her rich friends?
Janet, I can keep up with that rich crowd just fine. Now, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Can I borrow $30?
What?
Well, look, it costs $50 per person to get in, and I paid Angelino the rent money, so I'm a little short.
Short? Okay, you can borrow my high heels.
Would you, Janet, please, I'll pay you back Thursday. Please.
Oh, give it to him, Janet. I can't stand to see a grown man cry.
Okay.
Oh, Janet.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Listen, I've only got a couple of 20s, though, Terry. You think you have change?
Oh, I think I do. Let me just take a look.
You guys are great. You see that? You're real friends, you know?
Surprise.
Jessica, hi, you were supposed to meet me at my restaurant.
Well, I got there early and I couldn't wait to see you, so I asked your helper where to find you, and here I am. Oh, I hope you don't mind.
Well,
You don't live here, do you?
Yes.
What?
Yes, I don't live here.
Oh. I thought not.
Okay, Jack. Here's your money.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And if you're ever late with the rent again, it's sidewalk time. You heard me. Did I tell you I also dabble in real estate? Give these tenants an inch, they'll rob you blind.
My. Who's this vision of loveliness?
That's Miss Barish to you, Lawrence. And out of uniform again. Look at my chauffeur. You'll have to excuse his manners. He's totally lost when he's not behind the wheel.
I'm so sorry, sir. I got carried away.
No problem, Lawrence. Very good. We won't be needing you this evening. We're going to use Miss Barish's car.
Very good, sir. Oh, about tomorrow, sir. Will you be using the caddy or the rolls?
The rolls.
Very good, sir. The blue or the green?
It doesn't matter.
Top up or down?
Get out!
Whatever you say, sir.
So hard to get decent help nowadays, isn't it? Oh, dear. Shall we go?
Mr. Tripper, sir, may we have a word with you?
Oh, that's all right. I'll let you finish your business. I'll wait downstairs. I hate to leave my Jaguar alone in this neighborhood.
Lordy, I know what you mean.
What? So, Muffin. Now we're just tenants.
Yes, Binky. A minute ago, we were his friends.
I didn't know what to tell her.
Why don't you try telling her the truth, Jack, that you're not rich?
Yeah, she's bound to find out sooner or later.
Then I don't have to tell her.
Oh, Jack.
You better tell her the truth, and you better tell her tonight.
Okay. I'll tell her that I don't have any money.
Good.
Because you tenants are robbing me blind.
Oh, Jack!
Number 6 a winner, number 6 a winner.
Well, I'm glad you could come because it's really a very
Around she goes. Nobody knows. Okay. Number 28 black is a winner. Number 28.
I suppose, sure. Here you go, Barry. 15,000 in chips.
15,000?
That's what everybody gets with the price of admission.
Too bad it isn't real money.
I wouldn't be giving it away then. Sign here.
For play money?
Oh, we've got to keep a strict count. Whoever wins the most at the end of the night wins the prize.
Oh, all right.
Good evening, Miss Barry.
Hello, Evelyn.
Hello, Evelyn. I'm Jack Tripper. Here's my donation.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Wow, your father lives here?
Yes.
It's, nice.
Now that he's all alone, he really doesn't need a big place. Champagne?
You got any beer?
Beer?
It's just for later so I can shampoo my hair.
That's okay, Jack. I like beer, too. You know, that's what I love about you. You're so down-to-earth and unpretentious.
Well, it's just something I picked up at prep school. Champagnon? My pleasure.
Oh, I have such exciting plans for us. Opening night at the opera, the Grand Prix in Monte Carlo, skiing the slopes of San Moritz in the springtime.
San Moritz?
Well, you will be able to get away, won't you?
Get away. Jessica, there's something I have to tell
It
you.
means a lot for me to be able to share these things with a man who's going to be my lover.
Jessica, I'm not really your lover.
Yes. Well, now, that prospect doesn't bother you, does it?
No, not at all.
Now, what were you going to say about San Moritz?
I'll start waxing my skis tomorrow.
Jessica, darling, how are you?
Oh, hello, Bradley. Jack, this is Bradley and Veronica Hastings.
Delighted.
Brad? Veron?
Hello. They're Hastings tissues.
Hastings tissues? Oh, yes. Well, I use them quite regularly, I must say. I see all your commercials. How do they go? All Hastings tissues are 2 blows thick, so reach for a Hastings when you are sick.
That's marvelous. Love to have you come down to the house and sing that for Daddy. He wrote the damn thing.
Where have you been hiding this one?
I'm not talking.
Well, you must bring him to our party next Friday.
See you then.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you, B. V. Take care.
You made a hit. My friends like you.
Well, I must have them come up to my house and play a polo match. You know, we can all horse around or something.
Jessica, I didn't see you come in.
Hi, Dad.
Is this the thief?
Huh?
The one who stole my daughter's heart?
Jack, this is my father.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Don't be too sure you don't know me yet.
Well, it seems like a nice turnout, Dad.
Yes, everything's going just fine. A couple of the waitresses didn't show up, so I've been filling in.
It's better than filling out, isn't it?
That's a good one! Jessica, you finally picked a winner. Jack, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you, sir.
You wouldn't believe some of the phonies she's brought home.
Oh, I knew you'd like him.
Well, you're not going to make any money standing around here, so come with me.
Sure.
We'll set you up.
Okay.
Here's 15,000 in chips. Enjoy.
$15,000. $50,000. Something wrong? $15,000. $15,000. No, it's just that I thought this was going to be a real game.
A real game! I like it. Sign here.
Huh?
We've got to keep a record, so sign your real name.
Oh. Thank you very much. $15,000.
Enjoy!
My chip. Oops, sorry. Those are my. Hey, freeze! No problem. I don't want you to exert yourself, you know. I'll get those. No, those are yours. Okay. Let the chips fall where they may.
Come on, let's play some roulette.
Number 7 red is a winner. Number 7 red. Well, there goes another 10,000. But as long as you're having fun.
That's what I always say.
Well, what shall we bet?
Well, I'll bet $1 on,
That's a $100 chip, sir.
Do you have change?
$100 is the minimum bet, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. You don't have any microchips, do you? No, okay, let's see. 8's my lucky number, so why don't we do... Wait, hang on 1 second. You know something? 17, that's my birthday. The 17th, can't go wrong there. 1 second. What month is September? 9, right? Let me do 9 for sure. Where's 9? Little 9.
Jack,
Yeah?
you're holding up the table.
Maybe, you know something? Let me do 100 on the red. No problem. And to play it safe, 100 on the black.
Betting on both colors? You can't win that way.
Oh, then why bother? Spin it.
Maybe you'd like something a little more exciting.
Oh, I would.
Craps is much more fun.
Oh, craps.
Number 3, the winner, number 3.
We're looking for a new shooter.
Right here.
Reach for the sky. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Come on, 7-Eleven.
You have to place a bet first.
Oh, I knew that. Just being jocular. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Why don't you let me place the bet? I feel lucky.
Sure, go ahead.
Bet it all.
Oh!
Snake eyes, you lose.
I didn't mean. Wait a minute. No, that was a mistake. Sir, can I speak? That was
Lose all your money?
the man took the money.
Well, easy come, easy go.
Isn't this great?
Yeah. Nothing like eating out of a paper box.
Actually, Larry, when you asked us out to dinner tonight, I was kind of hoping we'd get out of the apartment.
Well, if Terry doesn't mind, you and I could take this stuff up to my place. Just a thought.
Hey, Jack!
Hi, guys. What's happening?
Hey. What are you doing home so early?
Oh, it's just that the party was so boring.
Oh, well, why don't you come join us?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
All right, girls, now for some fun. It's fortune cookie time.
Oh, enough, Larry. You're spoiling us.
No, this came with the dinner. Let me see here. A fool and his money are soon parted.
True love has no price tag. Confucius say, man who has money to burn makes an ash of himself. Jack, what's the matter? Come on, what's the matter? Come on.
Oh, Janet, the party wasn't boring. I snuck out. I didn't even say goodbye to Jessica.
Why not?
They had gambling there.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do, pal?
I lost $15,000.
$15,000.
You don't have 15,000.
I know, but Mr. Barish made me sign for it, and now I have to come up with $15,000.
Don't look at me. I just blew my whole wad on this dinner.
Larry! Jack, you...
I lost every... Wait a minute, what's this? Oh, I forgot about these.
Hey, we're back in business.
Larry, this is only $400.
That's all we need to win your money back.
Are you crazy? That's how we got into the mess in the first place.
Don't you see? He didn't know what he was doing. But with me by his side, we'll win all his money back.
How can I do that?
I have a system.
He has a system. No time to talk, Janet. Larry's got to get changed. You got a tux?
Got a tux.
He's got a tux, and he's got a system. Work with me, Larry.
Do you think they'll win his money back?
Are you kidding?
Okay, then it's up to us. We're going to have to talk to Jessica's father. We'll tell him that Jack got carried away and that he doesn't really have that kind of money.
Do you think he'll buy that?
Well, Terry, this is a charity affair. I mean, all they want to do is raise some money. They don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Oh, I don't know if it'll do any good.
Would you rather leave it up to the Chinese takeout artist?
Let's go.
And he's coming out, and he's coming out. 7 a winner.
Oh, wow. Look at this guy.
Just a moment.
Huh?
Where are your tickets?
Oh, we're not guests.
No, we just have to see Mr. Barish.
Oh, you should have been here hours ago.
What?
The kitchen's back that way. You'll find your waitress uniforms there.
Waitress uniforms?
No, you see, we're
changing. We're
No,
changing
wait,
right now. Come on, Terry.
What did I tell you? Look at this place. Well, hello again, Evelyn.
Welcome back, Mr. Tripper.
Nice to be back. Thank you. Evie?
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a ticket?
How much are they?
$50.
Even for the press?
Oh, are you with a newspaper?
You better go in without me, Jack. I should be covering that party at the Western White House.
Oh, wait, please. Mr.
Scoop! Dallas is the name.
Mr. Dallas, could you give us a few minutes? It's a very, very worthy cause.
Well, if it's for a worthy cause. Do you have any complimentary chips?
Excuse me. Come on, Scoop.
Now, how do we find out which one Jessica's father is?
We'll ask somebody.
Why didn't I think of that? Excuse me, sir.
Well, a tasty dish carrying a tasty dish. I don't know which one to try first.
Try this.
4, a field roll 4.
Hurry up, Larry. How long does it take for this system of yours to get started?
Jack.
What do I bet on?
I'm working on it. Let's see. First a 5 came up, then a 9, then a craps, then that gorgeous redhead passed by.
Larry, would you get
Hey, all right. Bet it all on 11. Or maybe it's 9.
What?
11 a winner. 11.
I won!
You see, my system works every time.
Larry, look at that. I doubled my money.
We'll never find him at this rate. I know.
Well, there's Mr. Barish now.
Oh, good.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, here.
Hors d'oeuvre?
No, I'd rather have something to eat.
Wow, people seem to really be having fun at this party.
Well, that's the idea.
Yeah, but it probably wouldn't be too much fun if somebody lost a whole lot of money gambling
Why
here.
not?
Well,
You know, if they couldn't afford
right,
it.
yeah.
Couldn't afford it. We're not playing with real money.
You're not?
No, this is for fun. Now, who would be stupid enough to think this was for real?
I won again! Look at this, Larry! I won back everything I lost. We could go home now.
Oh, when you're on a roll, let it ride.
No.
Guaranteed, Jack. Jack, I'm telling you.
Let die!
11, another winner.
So you just have to know what you're doing, you know? Talk to me again. Make it work. Move it, Mama!
7 a natural. 7 a natural.
Woo, that's $30,000!
Leave him alone, he's hot.
Luck, you better be some kind of lady tonight.
7 another winner. 7.
I did it again. Partners, remember, partners.
I have to talk to you.
Not now, he's on a roll.
Hum, baby, hum, baby, hum, baby.
You're 11.
Look at this. Excuse me. Who needs your tissues? From now on, I'm going to blow my nose in $100 bills. Excuse me, Mr.
You came back.
Oh, did I ever? Look at all this money I won.
You're making a fool of yourself. You know perfectly well this isn't real money.
Maybe not to you, but to a poor guy like me, this is a fortune. Well, I was, but not anymore.
You mean you lied to me?
Just a little bit. I will make it up to you in Samaritz, okay? Come on.
7, another winner, 7.
Jack, there is over $100,000 here. I'm rich. We're rich. Oh, baby. Oh, God, look at this. Oh, yeah, your $30. Here you go, sweetheart. Keeps change, interest. Oh, give something to the blonde woman.
Here you go there.
There's more where that came from, sweetheart.
Well, you're certainly the big winner tonight.
Well, you said it, Pops, and you can say it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the big winner tonight is Mr. Jack Tripper.
Hey, thank you.
Sort of empty, isn't it? Where's the money?
Well, the cup is the prize.
Is this worth $100,000?
Of course not. Wait a minute.
Huh.
Don't tell me you thought you were gambling for real money. Listen, everybody, he thought he was playing for real money.
Jessica, listen,
Come, Jessica, there's someone I want you to meet.
Gladly.
See that, Larry? Everybody's walking out on me.
You talking to me, stranger?
This is the worst night of my life.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Yeah, come on, cheer up.
Terry, I lost my girl, I lost my self-respect, I lost my play money. You know, the only consolation is I don't have anything else to lose.
Wait a minute. It was my system. It's my cup.
Hi.
Hi.
You want to go home now?
Oh, boy, I'd like to go into a deep hole and never come out.
Oh, come on. At least you learned a lesson from all this.
Yeah, that I did.
Yeah. Don't try to be something that you're not.
And don't ever lie about yourself. Try to remember that.
Excuse me. Didn't we meet in the Bahamas?
No,
Sorry.
I think it was Monte Carlo. See you back at the beach house. Laundry room. And I was so flustered, I just knocked his laundry all over the floor.
Couldn't you just said hello?
Oh, you should have heard him. He was so charming.
Ooh, why? What did he say?
He said, sorry.
Sorry, that's it?
Oh, it was the way he said it.
Yeah, sure. Listen, Terry, I'm really starving. You want to go down to the Beagle with me?
Oh, no, thanks. I have too much to do. I have to wash my hair, do my nails.
Come on, Terry, I haven't eaten yet today. I know.
Excuse me. I'm afraid they're not my size.
Leslie, this is my roommate, Janet. Janet Leslie Bennington.
Hi.
First Terry, now you. Mr. Furley was right.
About what?
He said these apartments were beautifully decorated.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on in. Oh, yes. Would you care to sit down?
Yes, well, thank you very much.
Do I detect a slight English accent?
Slight. And I've worked so hard on it. I mean, being born in London and all that.
Oh, Leslie. How long have you been here?
Well, I arrived a few days ago, saw an ad in the paper, and got the flat right next to yours, as luck would have it.
Yeah, as luck would have it.
So, you both live here?
Yes, with another roommate.
As lovely as you two.
Well, actually.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how to come on the safari with me. Hey, girls, you just
all the fun. Oh, hi.
Hi. Your roommate?
As luck would have it.
Jack, this is Leslie Bennington.
Oh, nice to meet you. How'd you do?
Leslie just came here from England.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was kind enough to return Terry's underwear.
From England. Boy, Terry, you really get around, don't you?
I lost them in the laundry room, Jack.
When we bumped into each other.
Must have been some collision. Lose anything else that you know of, Terry? It's a little joke, sort of a joke.
Jack, Leslie just moved in next door.
Do you mind?
No, hey, you can live wherever you want. It's a free country.
No, I meant the pipe.
No, of course not. As a matter of fact, I think pipes are so... Well, they're so...
Smelly?
manly.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. So, Leslie, what are you doing here in the colonies?
Oh, well, a little of this, a little of that.
Hope you get a job soon.
Jack, aren't you going to be late for work?
It's my night off.
Too bad. Leslie, I was just thinking about going down to the Regal Beagle. Would you care to join me?
The Regal Beagle?
Yes, it's like an English pub.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll try it anyway. Well, I'll just lock up and we'll pop over there.
Oh, pop, good. Leslie Bennington, how droll. That guy is a phony.
Oh, come on, Jack. I think you're just jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous? Me? Why would I be jealous of a guy like that? Pip, pip, jolly good. I'm terribly sorry that I burped before the Queen. I didn't realize it was her turn. Oh, pip, pip, toodaloo, and all that sort of rot.
Julie Andrews, right?
Let's go.
Yes, I'm starved.
I thought you had all those things to do.
This is one of them.
Are you joining us, Jack?
Oh, I really should take a shower.
Yeah, you really should. Shall we?
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Wheaties, Rice Krispies. Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, Leslie, what a wonderful evening.
Oh, and thank you, Leslie, for making it so wonderful.
Oh, I had a marvelous time myself. And why wouldn't I with such charming company?
Oh, Leslie, you're such a flatterer.
He was talking to me.
What'd you say, Les? How'd you like the Regal Beagle?
It was marvelous. The first time I've been in an English pub that serves tacos.
That's so funny. Isn't that funny, Jack?
A riot.
Well, it's late. I must be toddling off.
Oh, must you toddle?
As I have things to do.
Anything I can help you with?
No, I just have a little straightening up to do.
Oh, I'll go with you. I'm good at that.
No! Thank you very much, but it's something I have to do alone. You do understand, don't you?
Oh, of course I do, of course. But anytime you need any help, I'm right next door.
We both are.
Well, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night.
What got into you tonight?
What do you mean?
The way you behaved around Leslie. Woo, you were so pushy.
Pushy? Who was throwing herself at him in the Regal Beagle?
Well, who was throwing her underwear at him in the laundry room?
I wasn't throwing my underwear in the laundry. No, I wasn't.
Janet,
I know where
Terry.
that was. Butt out, Jack. Yeah, I love it. He's the laundry. Have to bring it over.
Hang on, I got a question for you. Hold it.
Jack, what is it?
What do you think it is that your friend Leslie is trying to hide?
What do you mean?
Did you see how upset he got when Terry offered to help? No!
Well, I guess he just had other
Then
things
what
to do.
kind of a dumb excuse is that? It's something I have to do alone. I told you before, this guy is a phony.
He is not.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Leslie.
Wow, he's really got you girls fooled, doesn't he?
Everyone liked him at the Beagle.
Yeah, that's right. Well, except for Mike the bartender.
Yeah, Leslie kept paying him with £5 notes.
£5? What, American money's not good enough for him?
That's all he had.
Yeah. And, Jack, you should have seen him playing darts. You could have gotten some pointers from him.
Look who you're talking to. You're forgetting who holds the record at the Beagle.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something.
What?
Good night.
I love your dress, Tamara.
You're looking to borrow it.
I do want to borrow it.
You don't really love it.
Shit! Come here, girls, quick, come here.
What do you want?
Into my room.
What? Jack!
Listen, listen.
What is going on?
It's Leslie. I heard voices coming from his apartment. And one of them's a woman.
How long have you been hearing voices, Jack?
Really, Jack, you poor thing. We are going to have to keep an eye on you.
Girls, will you wait a minute? Janet, I tell you, I heard a woman laughing in my bedroom.
I'll bet it wasn't the first time.
Tell you, it's sickening, Larry. I mean, these girls are making total fools of themselves. This guy Leslie's been in town for 3 days. He's already got them sipping tea, nibbling crumpets, and talking like My Fair Lady. I gotta go now, pal. Somebody's at the door. Yeah, right. Talk to you later.
Old chap, have you seen Leslie?
I can't believe it, not you too.
Oh, somebody else is looking for him?
He's down at the Regal Beagle with Terry and Janet. What'd you want to see him for?
Oh, I wanted to ask about this ad in the London Dispatch.
You bought the London Dispatch?
No! Yes, threw it away. I picked it up, you see. Amusing paper. Yes. Listen to this ad. Attractive widow from Kensington, financially independent, interested in meeting handsome and debonair gentlemen.
What'd you want to ask Leslie?
How'd you hear about me? Here's one for you, Jack. Lonely nurse, artistically inclined, loves ballet and long romantic walks in the moonlight. His name is Cecil.
Okay, Mr. Furley.
I tell you, Jack, these English people really have class. Even their crooks have titles.
I don't care, but titles?
Yeah, listen to this. Duke and Duchess score again. Elusive couple rob racetrack.
Yeah, Mr. Furley, that doesn't interest me. What really does interest me is, what do you know about this guy, Leslie? I mean, what kind of a job does he have? Is he here on vacation or what?
Jack, what do you take me for, a snoop? What Leslie does until 3 o'clock in the morning is his own business.
3 in the morning?
Well, that's what time he gets home every night. Not that I've been keeping track or anything.
Wait, Mr. Furley, have you ever seen him with a woman?
Oh, I sure have.
I knew it.
Sometimes it's Terry and sometimes it's Janet.
No, I didn't.
Sometimes it's both.
Will you forget it?
I wanted to, but you kept asking.
Damn! The Duke and Duchess of Scotland Yard calls England's most notorious thieves got away with £1 million in £5 note. £5 notes?
Oh, hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Evening, old chap.
Hi, Duke. Luke, Lando, Leslie, Luke.
Thank you, ladies, for a most enjoyable evening.
Oh, won't you come in for a while?
Oh, I'd like to, but I have some work to do.
Alone again?
Unfortunately. Good night, all.
Cheerio. You didn't give me a chance to get a word in all night.
Well, why didn't you say something while you were nibbling on his ear?
Nibbling on his ear? I never knew that.
Girls, let's not fight over the Duke.
What Duke?
That's what Scotland Yard calls him.
Scotland Yard?
Yes, I think you'll find this part especially interesting. The Duke and Duchess are believed to have fled the country with over £1 million in £5 notes.
Oh, Jack, you don't think
Yeah, that's his trouble, Terry. He never thinks.
Oh, yeah? Try this on for size. The Duke steals £1 million and then leaves England and comes over here looking for a hideout in Santa Monica.
Oh,
and then he
Jack.
starts throwing £5 notes around, and why not? It's not his money.
Jack!
Yeah, I can go on.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, Sherlock, If he is the Duke, where is the Duchess?
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Yeah.
I'll tell you where. She's in there with him. Remember the voices?
Oh, here we go again with the voices.
Okay, if that's your attitude, I'm going to go to bed.
I wish he'd get off of Leslie's back.
Yeah, I wish you would, too.
What?
But then again, if you're going to be nibbling on his ear, you
I
might
told
as well
you
be
I've
calling
never
him
nibbled on
back.
anybody.
Girls, quick, it's Leslie. Come on, hurry.
What do you mean it's Leslie?
Get over there, just get over there and
Jack,
listen.
will you stop with this?
Listen.
That's Leslie.
Then what does that make you? You're arguing with me, idiot.
And that's a girl.
That's no girl. That's the Duchess.
Oh, really, Jack? You're being ridiculous. The Duchess?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Okay, so who was that woman he was arguing with?
Probably just his girlfriend.
That's right.
Now look, if the Duchess is his girlfriend, you two can stop fighting over him.
We weren't fighting over him.
Oh, anything you say, slugger.
Knock it off, Jack.
Yeah.
Don't take it out on me just because there's something fishy about your friend Leslie.
Oh, Jack, one more word from you.
Janet.
That's the word. Where are you going? Out to get some fresh air. Oh, Leslie. Hi.
Oh. Hi.
Going on a trip?
Trip? Oh, no. No.
Oh, then why the suitcase?
Oh, just a little errand, that's all.
Oh. Well, then I guess, your work is all finished.
My work. Oh, right. Yes, it's all finished.
And you did it all alone?
Yes, I did. Good night.
He lied to me. He just out and out lied to me.
It's worse than that. He lied to me. He's just been stringing us along all the time.
Terry.
Oh, Janet.
Girls, come on. Hey. Come here. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. There. Here. Take it easy. Uncle Jack is right with you. It's not worth it to get upset over Leslie.
Don't mention that name.
Yeah, I never want to hear that name again.
Okay, you won't hear it from me, and you won't hear about the reward.
What reward?
The reward for any evidence leading to his capture, 50,000 pounds.
Wait a minute, Jack, wait a minute. Wait. Tell us what we have to do to get our revenge. Our reward.
Okay, here's what we do.
What?
We watch this guy for the next couple of days. We watch him like a hawk.
Right. Watch him like a hawk. What are we watching for?
Evidence. Anything leading to the money.
Oh.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we got to get some sleep. We're going to need it.
We're gonna need it. You know, I just can't get over that Leslie.
Yeah.
The way he had you fooled.
Minnie, wait a minute. What are you doing?
So anyway, Mr. Furley, we've been watching this guy Leslie for the past 3 days, but we haven't come up with any evidence.
Yeah, and that's where you come in, Mr. Furley.
Will you help us?
Gee, I'm sorry, kids, but I just can't buy the idea that Leslie is a crook.
There's a big reward.
But I've had my suspicions for some time. Did you say something about a reward?
Yes. 50,000 pounds.
Wow. 50,000 pounds of what?
Money, Mr. Furley. We're talking English currency.
Yeah, we can get the reward if we find the money he stole.
All right, count me in.
Great.
So now, we've seen him leave every night with this big suitcase. He's never without it.
That's it.
What's it?
The suitcase. The day he moved in here, I offered to help him carry that suitcase upstairs. But he wouldn't let me touch it. Boy, was he upset.
Well, that's where he's hiding the money.
Look! Leslie's going out. Oh, the big rat. I wonder who he's going to meet this time.
Who cares about that? The important thing is he doesn't have his suitcase with him.
And the apartment's empty.
All right, now's your chance, Mr. Furley.
Right. To do what?
To use your pass key to unlock the door to his apartment.
But that's immoral. That's illegal.
Well, what about the reward?
That's why I'm going to do it. You wait here.
All right.
Jack, what about that woman in the apartment?
Who, the Duchess? I haven't heard her since that last big argument. Maybe Leslie dumped her.
You think so?
Sure, he dumped you girls, didn't he? No, he did, didn't he?
It's open. I'll keep watch. Now, if he comes back, I'll whistle like this. I'll just scream.
Come on, girls, let's go.
Let's go ahead. I'll wait here in case he comes back. Jack, don't make me
Oh, look, girls. Somebody left their door open accidentally. Maybe we should go in and make sure everything is secure.
Jack, I don't think this is a good idea.
I think it's a good idea,
Jack.
Janet, Terry.
Okay. Look, there it is.
Boy. All right, girls, are you ready to see what £1 million looks like?
Yeah, just hurry up, Jack.
Don't tell me what to... Janet, that wasn't a good idea.
Who do you think that was?
What do you mean, who do I think it? It was the Duchess. Are you kidding me? You know, they probably had a falling out over the money. So when she wasn't looking... Who is it?
It's me, Mr. Furley.
Oh, God. Wait!
How do we know it's him?
Who'd lie about being Mr. Furley?
I got impatient, so I went over to Leslie's apartment to see how you kids are doing.
Did you lock his door?
Of course I locked his door.
Oh, good.
But not before I grab the loot. I don't see how you kids would have missed this.
Mr. Furley!
It was right there in the middle of the room.
Take it back, Mr. Furley.
I thought you wanted to see what's in it.
We know what's in it.
So, you found me out.
No. We don't know anything.
We don't even know that much.
Well, it's time you did.
I do. Oh, isn't she cute?
Say hello to the nice people, Pamela.
Certainly. Where are they?
You're a ventriloquist.
Actually, I'm the ventriloquist. Leslie just moves his mouth.
Pamela, you're pretty good.
So that's where you've been going every night to perform?
Yes?
Why didn't you tell us?
Pride, stupid pride.
I don't understand.
Well, once you've played command performances before the Queen, you don't boast about being the opening act in a strip joint.
So she's the voice we heard through the walls?
Yeah, Sherlock. So much for your Duke and Duchess.
Duke and Duchess. England's infamous team of crooks. Don't tell me you thought Pamela and I
Well,
were the
actually, it was Jen and Terry.
What?
And me a little bit.
I tried to talk them out of it, but you know some people, once they get the smell of money.
Leslie, I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, Leslie, so am I.
Oh, that's all right, ladies. Actually, I'm quite flattered at being taken for a dashing international criminal.
Actually, you are a criminal. He hasn't paid me for years.
Yes, well, before Pamela tells you anything else, I think I'd better say goodnight.
Oh, do you have to go so soon?
Yes, it's time I put Pamela to bed.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night. Yeah, I think it's time you two girls put your dummy to bed.
with the success of this engagement in New York City, it looks like Pamela and I are on our way again. Love, Leslie.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, at least I don't have to face him in Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, Jack. You're not still feeling bad, are you?
Yeah, just because you made a fool of yourself.
You ought to be used to that by now.
Yeah, I know. I had it coming. I'm just surprised that Leslie didn't ask you to come along with him.
Who?
Yeah, who?
Gee, I mean, if you don't know which one of you he fell for...
Jack, it's okay to say it.
Janet, don't put him on the spot. He doesn't want to hurt your feelings.
He was talking about me.
Oh, Janet, dear.
Don't Janet, dear me.
Well, good night, girls.
Janet, it doesn't mean you're over the hill yet.
Over the hill?
I said yet.
Why, Terry Alden, I would have never...
Oh, come on, don't give me all the stand over
Hey, could you please keep it down? My walls are thin and I'm hearing voices again. You'll never get me.
Who is it?
Ralph Furley.
It's open.
Oh, hi, Terry.
Hi, Mr. Furley.
Here's that magazine I borrowed.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what have we got here?
It's a present.
For Jack's birthday?
One of the nurses that I work with, Mr. Furley.
Oh, well, it's very sexy.
Why, Mr. Furley, have you been keeping secrets from me?
Now, you just watch it.
I'm just kidding. You know, I'm just fooling around.
All right, that's better.
But if you're not busy Friday night, there's a dance down at the pier, and I don't have
That's
anything.
enough!
Jack, could you put your finger here, please?
At your service. Excuse me, coming through.
Hi, guys. Oh, hi, Mr. Furley.
Hi, Janet.
Guess what, everybody? I got a job.
Guess what, Janet? You already have one.
This is another job, part-time. You know that aerobics class I've been taking?
Yeah?
Well, they think I'm good enough to teach my own class.
That's wonderful!
That's terrific, Teach. Way to go.
Thanks. Listen, the extra money is really going to help. Now, I got to get going. I have to get my gym bag. My first class is in an hour.
Janet's gonna teach aerobics? I didn't even know she could fly.
Mr. Furley, aerobics is exercise.
I knew that.
Oh, gosh. I hope I do okay tonight.
Oh, of course you will. You can do those exercises in your sleep. That's why they picked you.
Yeah, Terry, but I never taught a class before. I'm really kind of nervous.
Janet, you're going to be great. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. Thank
Mow
you.
'em down.
See y'all later. Bye, Mr. Furley.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I'm surprised at you two.
What?
Well, real friends would go to that class tonight and give Janet some moral support.
He's right, Jack.
What, exercise? Oh, come on. I'm beat. I was working until 4 this morning. I just had trouble walking out of the kitchen.
Now, look, Jack, the Janet can't count on the three of us.
The three of us?
Well, yeah, you're one of Janet's friends, too, aren't you, Mr. Furley?
Well, yeah, but well, I can't go. I don't have anything to wear.
Well, I think you'd look very cute in this, Mr. Furley. Oh, look at that. You can wear the tiara and the pearls you got from the love.
And reach and stretch. Reach for the ceiling, relax, exhale, and bring it down. And again, inhale and up and stretch and reach and stretch. Tummy's tight, lift up. What are you doing here?
Well, we thought you might like a little moral support.
Who's we?
Hey, come here.
Oh. Oh, Tina.
Oh, everything okay, Janet?
Oh, yes, everything's just fine, just fine.
Good. Be sure and check in the office after class.
Oh, sure, of course.
Mercy, Janet.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh, that's my boss.
Tremendously fine muscles.
Listen, Jack, don't get any funny ideas. I said that was my boss, you understand?
I was just browsing, no problem.
All right, let's get started if our latecomers will find a place.
Let's go. looking good. Hi, I'm Jack.
Oh, God. They're always hitting on me.
Okay, everybody. Let's start out with some overhead side stretches. Ready and to the right. Stretch and left. Stretch. Right. And left. And right. And left. Now, flat back center. And right. And center. And left.
Hi, neighbor.
And center. Now let's travel to the right step. And back. Now put a hop. Hop and left. Hop and right. Hop and back.
Just give up, fella. You're not my type, okay?
And back. Now reaching high over your heads all the way to the ceiling. Reach for that floor. Rolling on down. Pump your butt on the floor and walk those hands out. And stretch.
Am I doing this right? This doesn't feel too right. How does this good?
Okay, walk your hands back in. And walk your feet in. Walk those feet. Now squat down and roll it up. Okay, now lift those legs. Get those knees up. Come on, higher. Get them up. This is where it really counts. Come on. Keep on going. Hang in there. Come on, hang in there. Get them up. Come on, hang in. All right, now double time, everybody. Double time, double time. Come on, triple time, triple time. Come on, come on. All right, we are finished. See you tomorrow.
Running is my life.
Oh, the pain. The pain. Jack, you really did okay. Yeah. As a matter of fact, you all did. Really, you were great.
You don't get a body like this without working on
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to the hospital.
Oh, I didn't know you were working tonight.
Who said anything about working?
These young kids today can't take it. I think I'll jog home.
Listen, Jack, I have to go check in at the office. I'll see you later.
Water. Water.
Excuse me.
You know, water's the worst thing you can drink after a workout.
Huh? What do you recommend?
A glass of wine.
Huh?
Well, I thought you might like to come by my place for a nightcap.
A nightcap? No thanks. I don't like to go to sleep with anything on my head. Well, excuse me. I better be going. I want to go congratulate my roommate on a job well done.
Your roommate?
Yes, Janet. She's real happy to be teaching that class.
Oh, well, she should be. She did very well.
Well, I'll be glad to tell her that.
It would be too bad if something kept her from teaching it.
What could keep her from teaching that?
Well, nothing I can think of. Now, how about that drink?
I already told you. Wait a minute. Are you saying that Janet's job depends on what...
I'm saying I think you're very cute.
Thank you.
And I think we could have a lot of fun together at my place.
Oh, I bet we could. But the only trouble is I don't have a car.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
It is if you're trying to pass someone on the freeway.
Telephone.
I'll be right back.
Oh. You came just in time.
Don't you ever give up?
Okay, Terry. Dinner's ready.
Oh, great. After all that exercise, I'm starved. That's dinner?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's better than nothing. No, it isn't.
It's a spinach shake. It has wheat germ and potassium powder and brewer's yeast and some spinach juice. I picked it up down at the health food store.
You should have left it there.
Oh, Jack! Hi, where'd you disappear to? I didn't even get a chance to thank you for coming to my class.
Janet, listen,
Guys, I love teaching that class. Really. And Tina, isn't she great? I mean, it is so nice to have a boss who appreciates you. It's not like down at the flower shop.
Janet, they appreciate you at the flower shop?
Oh, come on, Jack. I haven't had a raise in 3 whole years.
Well, that's because you haven't asked. You have to remind them how much they appreciate you.
Look, do you mind, Jack? I'm really enjoying teaching this class.
Janet.
Now, if you guys will excuse me, I got some things to do.
What's with you?
It's Tina. She hit on me tonight.
Well, you do look adorable in short pants.
Well, Terry, come on. Will you get serious? When I said no, she threatened to fire Janet.
She said that?
No, not in so many words,
Oh, come on. Janet told me all about Tina. She flirts with every guy in the gym.
She does?
Yeah, by tomorrow, she'll forget all about you. So just relax.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know something, Terry? You got a good head on your shoulders.
Why, thank you.
Boy, for a while there, I thought I was in some trouble.
You are. That's a spinach milkshake.
Good Lord! What are you trying to do, kill me? Gagging. I'm in gaggany. Tina, what are you doing here?
You didn't think I'd forget our drink, did you?
Yeah, but I told you that,
I know, you don't have a car.
That's right.
But I do. You drive.
Potato head. Trying to get some sleep.
Oh, don't tell me. You were out with Tina again last night.
All night. I'll tell you, that woman just can't get enough. Disco dancing till 5 a.m., and that's 3 nights in a row, Terry.
Well, can't you just say that you're busy?
I do, but she's still there waiting for me when I close the restaurant.
Well, that's not fair of her. She can't expect you to go out dancing night after night.
Terry, the dancing is the easy part.
Oh. Well, listen, you were going to have to tell Janet everything.
Are you kidding? I can't even tell you everything, and you're a nurse.
But, Jack...
Terry, listen, what am I going to tell Janet anyway? Hey, listen, I'm dating your boss so she won't fire you. You know how much pride Janet has. She'd quit in a second.
But it's just a part-time job.
Yeah, that's true. But...
Yeah. Oh, hi, guys.
Janet, what are you doing home?
Oh, I couldn't wait to tell you the news.
What news?
I talked to my boss today at the flower shop, and I really laid it on the line.
Hey, you took my advice.
I did, Jack, I did. I said, look, I have not had a raise or any promotions in 3 whole years, and I think it's time for a change, and he agreed.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, he fired me. He fired you!
He fired you! What? He fired you?
Yeah. What?
Why are you so happy?
Because I stopped at the club on the way home, and I told Tina she offered me a full-time job at more money.
Janet, listen, I have to tell you something about Tina and me. See,
I'll get it. Hello? Okay, it's Tina.
That's for me. Hello. Oh, hi, Tina.
Hi, Janet. Listen, I'm really busy. Could you do me a favor and tell Jack I can't go to the movies with him tonight?
You had a date to go to the movies tonight with Jack? This is the third time this week? You must really like him.
Like him? Oh. Oh, I think he's wonderful.
Great. Well, bye, Tina.
Now, Janet, before you say anything,
Tripper,
see the
I
thing...
thought I
No,
told
wait.
you not to get involved with my boss.
I'm not. Believe me, I don't care a thing about Tina.
You don't? Oh, that's great, Jack. That is just terrific. You lead her on, and then you drop her. And you know who she's going to take it out on, Jack? Me.
Janet.
Jack, I hope you are happy lover boy. To you, it was just a silly little fling, but now I'm the one who's in trouble.
I could come back.
Get out of my way, Larry.
You got Janet in trouble? No.
She was talking about Tina.
You got Tina in trouble?
No, Tina got Jack in trouble.
You lost me here.
I gotta go talk to Tina.
What are you going to say?
I don't know, but I gotta end this somehow.
Who's Tina?
Oh, Janet's new boss. She's insatiable. She's all over Jack.
Really? I mean, how degrading.
Jack's never gonna get this sex-mad woman to drop him.
Sex mad?
I just wish she'd get involved with another man.
Huh! A woman like that? What man could be so desperate?
Oh, Tina, I have to talk to you. It's real important.
Okay.
Ah!
Say, put that thing down before you hurt yourself.
Okay.
Now, what's the matter?
Tina, it's about you. You and Jack. Why'd you have to say yes when he asked you out?
Well, he didn't ask me out. I sort of blackmailed him into it.
Blackmailed?
I kind of hinted that if he didn't go out with me,
Yeah?
I'd fire you.
What?
Well, of course, I didn't mean it for a second. I think you're a wonderful instructor. Oh, I hope this doesn't affect our relationship.
Well, of course it does. Look, Tina, either you stop seeing Jack or I'm quitting, and I mean that.
Okay, I'll stop seeing him.
You will?
Janet, having you on my staff is very important to me.
It is?
Also, my boyfriend just came back in town.
Your boyfriend, he's big.
And now, Janet, as long as you're here, be a dear and get me the class list.
Oh, sure, Tina.
Hi there, you lose something? I'm sorry. Can you tell me where I might find Tina? Thanks. Hi, doll, I'm Larry.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Ooh, I don't think I can wait that long. Love your equipment.
I beg your pardon?
Your gym equipment.
Oh, care to try it?
I'll try anything once, sweetheart.
Oh, good. Well, first you slip into these.
Whoa, pretty kinky. I know, don't tell me. You want to make sure I don't get away, huh?
Oh, now you step into this.
I'll step into anything here, I don't.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Well, put your feet right up there.
Right up here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen,
There you go.
after you're finished here, why don't you come back to my place for a real workout? You know what I mean?
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn you down.
Well, you... Hey!
I don't like guys who come on strong.
Hey, wait a minute. Tina! What? Jack!
Get me up! Get me up! Get up!
Dizzy here.
You all right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just trying to do you a favor.
What?
Well, I thought if Tina met me, she might lose interest in you.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. She said something about not liking guys who come on too strong.
Larry, that's it. That's why she's so attracted to me. I've been playing hard to get.
Yeah, that's great, pal.
I've got to
Could
come
you
on strong.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Could
lot.
you... Jack!
Jack!
Hey, babe.
Hey, juice me. Apple for Jack, passion fruit for the lady.
We don't have any passion fruit.
Oh, yeah? No prob, juice tender. I'll squeeze my own. Come here.
Jack, that's your boyfriend.
Good Lord!
You can kiss your teeth goodbye.
Hey, let him go.
I don't think he heard you.
You asked for this.
Oh, my God!
What?
That bicep! You must have put a quarter of an inch on it.
You noticed.
Have you been bench pressing behind my back?
Well, I was sort of saving it for surprise.
You two probably want to be alone. Excuse me.
Right after I take care of you.
Chest hairs.
This is so funny, isn't it funny, Tina?
What's funny?
You thinking that Tina could possibly be interested in a weak, puny excuse for a man like this?
Well, I thought...
Wait a second. You thought I had a thing for this
wimp?
Oh, come on, Jenny. You said you'd never tell.
Shut up!
Hey, you. Let's go pump some iron together.
You really know how to get to a guy, don't you?
Hi, Tina. Nice to meet you, Mr. Bunyan. Let me tell you about Tina and me.
Oh, no, it's okay, Jack. She told me everything.
Everything?
Yeah. Thanks, Jack.
Oh,
thank you.
Larry!
Larry, how did you get him? Oh, Jack, let's get him down. Oh, Larry.
Thanks, pal. You know, Janet, you look a lot better upside down.
Really, Larry? Yeah. Well, then why don't you look again?
Oh, Janet! Jack! Hey, you guys! What about me? Hang in there.
Jack, did you speak with Tina?
Well, I didn't exactly.
Listen, I've been thinking. Your only way out is to convince Tina that you're passionately involved with someone else.
Terry, there's no reason
Would you just listen to me? The next time Tina sees you at the gym, she'll find you in a compromising position with me.
Terry, I don't think that's necessary. With you?
Uh-huh.
Gee, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, gosh, do I have to do everything? Okay, now, Tina has to see something like, this. Shh. I'm doing this for you, Janet.
What's going on?
We have to get Tina to drop Jack.
She already has.
Huh?
Oh, I guess in all the excitement, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, he's here. Who? Oh, no kidding. Yeah, well, I'll see if I can get through to him. Yeah, hang on, please. Hey, Jack! Jack! Oh, Jack!
See ya.
Jack, you are wanted on the telephone.
Oh.
And that is my stereo.
And that's my towel.
Forget it! Answer it! Just answer the phone. Just answer the phone.
Who is it?
Some girl named Robin.
Robin?
Yeah, she said that she went to high school with you.
Robin? Is it really you? It is really you. You moved here? No, are you kidding? Of course I didn't forget you. Listen, you'd like to see me? Your place or mine? Will Rogers Park? Well, yeah, I know that spot. A half an hour? I'll see you there. Ciao. Wow! Boom shakalaka laka boom shakalaka laka boom shakalaka.
That must have been some phone call.
Janet, that was Robin Baxter. I used to carry her books home from school.
And now she wants him back?
She wants me back. Oh, Janet, she practically begged me to meet her at Will Rogers Park in half an hour.
Oh, she sounds desperate.
Robin, desperate? Huh! Wait till you see her picture.
I am not holding my breath.
I got my high school annual in here someplace. Here's the yearbook.
Okay.
Wait till you see this girl.
I can wait.
She was the head cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, she's okay, if you like gorgeous.
I do.
Jack, who is this great big guy standing next to her?
Oh, yeah. That's Francis Kirk. I used to call him Mondo Moose. He was all-state tackle.
Well, why is he pretending to blow up a football with his mouth?
He wasn't pretending. I better be moving. Janet, I will talk to you later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the park.
Oh, well, have a good time on your date with Robin.
Okay.
You're meeting a girl in the park?
No, no, are you kidding? A parish forbid a girl. No. Janet was talking about a bird. Mr. Furley, don't you know that this is the time of year when all the robins come back to Will Rogers Park? And I never met a bird I didn't like.
I didn't know you were a bird watcher.
You didn't?
No, that makes two of us.
Well, I'll be a white-tailed, double-breasted, mud-sucking condor. That's an amazing coincidence, isn't it?
I'm going with you. I want to see that robin, too.
What?
Yeah, wait till I get my binoculars.
Yeah, why don't you bring a blanket, too, Mr. Furley?
A blanket? What for?
Yeah, to keep the cold out. You know, sometimes it takes hours before those birds show up, right?
Right.
But under that blanket, you and I are going to be warm as hot buttered cinnamon toast.
On second thought, I think I better take care of that toilet.
Okay, I'll take the birds, you take the plunge.
See you later, Janet.
Wait, where are you going?
To the park, by myself. I want to see that robin.
But what about our toilet?
Oh, I've seen that lots of times.
Robin. Robin? Wrong. Robin.
Jack.
Oh, Rob. Why, you sure look great. You haven't changed a bit.
Boy, you sure have.
Huh?
Well, I mean, you just look so much more mature.
Well, that goes without saying. Would you care to have a seat, Robin?
I was wasn't sure you'd even remember me. I was a little nervous about calling you.
Nervous? Tut, tut. There's no reason to be nervous.
Jack, are you all right?
Yeah, I guess I just fell for you.
Jack, I hope I can count on you. There's something I want you to do for me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Jack, I want you to help me save my marriage.
Anything. Married? You're married?
Yes.
Oh. Well, married?
Well, you sound so surprised.
I am. It's just, I never thought that big ox, Francis Kirk, would ever let another guy get close enough to shake hands with you, let alone marry you.
Oh, he wasn't that bad.
Whatever happened to that overgrown moose, anyway?
I married him.
You married him? Well, congratulations. That Francis is one lucky moose. Goose guy. He's a lucky guy. Terrific.
Thank you.
Tell me, is he as jealous as he used to be?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Jack. He's gotten worse.
Worse?
He follows me wherever I go.
Like I said, he's one terrific guy.
Oh, the first couple of years were beautiful. And then he started getting jealous and suspicious. Would you believe that he calls me from work 10 times a day?
Now, Robin, there a lot of husbands do that.
Do they make their wives carry a beeper?
Beeper?
I wouldn't have bothered you, Jack, but Francis said that he was going to call you.
Call me? Why?
To talk about his cheating wife.
You?
No, that's what he thinks anyway. And now he wants your advice.
Me? Why me?
Oh, because he respects you. He thinks you're a real brain.
Me, a brain?
He says if it hadn't been for you, he never would have made it through high school.
Oh, no, well, every so often when we'd have an exam, I'd let him peek at my answers.
Well, a C is better than an F. Anyway, when he calls, would you please try to talk some sense into him?
Talk to him?
Yeah, but whatever you do, do not mention that I came to see you. If he knew that we'd been here alone, he'd snap you like a twig.
Hey, Robin, hey, don't you worry your pretty little head, okay? I can handle myself. Listen, I was in the Navy. That's him! Don't hit!
Jack!
I can explain.
Explain what? I've got two eyes. I know a bird blind when I see one. Who's our fellow bird watcher here?
Huh? Oh, hello. Mr. Furley, I was so busy looking for birds, I never noticed there was anyone here.
Come on, move over, Jack. Sure. I'll whistle up a herd of robins for you.
Robin, thanks for giving me a lift home. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Listen, can I get you anything? Coffee, soda, rake?
No thanks. I'd just like to clean up.
Yeah, the bathroom's right through there.
Oh, good. If Francis found just one little leaf on me, he'd go crazy.
Well, let's lose the leaves then, shall we?
Oh, there you are, Jack.
Hi.
Do you remember an old high school pal by the name of Francis Kirk?
Yeah, did he call? I did better than that, Jack. I'm here.
Francis, I never expected to see you.
See, I told you he'd be surprised. Well, I bet you two guys want to be left alone.
No.
Yeah, yes, we do.
No, but...
Jack, I wouldn't argue with Francis. He's a big one. See ya.
Hope you don't mind me barging in like this.
No, it's a real treat to see you again. So thanks for stopping by. If you're ever in the neighborhood again, please drop on over, okay?
But I've got to talk to you.
You want to talk? Let's talk. I'd like to talk, too.
You remember Robin Baxter?
Wasn't he the guy who used to play on Mork and Mindy?
No, she lived next door to you for 10 years.
Oh, that Robin, yeah.
Yeah, I married her.
You didn't. Well, imagine. Congratulations, you're one lucky guy.
She's cheating on me.
I don't believe that.
Well, believe it. When we first got married, everything was great. But lately she's been acting very strange.
Strange? What do you mean strange? I mean, some people think I'm strange, When you say strange, what kind of... strange has all sorts of ramifications.
She started to play tennis.
Listen, Francis, I don't know if I should be the one to lay this on you, but a lot of people play tennis.
I don't. Do you?
No. I never play it. Hate it. Can't stand the racket.
See? She's using it as an excuse to meet other men.
Now, hang on a second.
Jack, will you talk to her?
Well, I...
Please!
Yeah, okay. You know something? Let's go somewhere where we can have a beer and talk about this and relax. Cool out. Maybe let the circulation go ahead in my arms here a little bit. Thank you. Oh, good. I feel good. We can go to a place called the Regal Beagle. It has real high ceilings so you don't bump the old noggin. Okay, Francis? That's right.
Oh, hi, Jack. How'd your date?
Oh, no time to talk now. We got to go to the Regal Moose. Come on, let's go.
Aren't you even going to introduce me to your friend?
Janet, this is not just a friend. This is Francis Kirk.
Francis Kirk? You're the guy who used to blow up footballs with your mouth.
That's me. Hey, you got one that needs air?
No, but one of the tires on my car's a little low. I laugh at your jokes.
Janet, Francis here married a girl from my high school. A girl named Robin.
Robin?
Robin.
Who's Robin?
Ask Janet. Come on, let's go have a beer. Move him out.
Wait a minute. Hey, I got a better idea. Why don't you drop by my house tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, that way you can talk to Robin.
Oh, I'd love that, Francis, but I promised the girls I was going to make dinner for them tonight.
You did?
Yes, it was a surprise dinner.
Hey, tell you what, bring the girls with you. I'll make dinner.
No, we wouldn't want to impose, would we, girls?
Oh, we'd love to go.
Then it's settled.
Hi, kids! Oh, I forgot. I invited our landlord for dinner tonight, too.
No problem, Jack. Bring him along. I'll make enough for everybody.
Yeah, but forget the butts, Jack. I'm starved.
Well, and you're in for a big treat. I'm barbecuing. Mind if I use your phone?
Please.
Well, he's a tall drink of water, isn't he?
Hello, this is Mr. Kirk. Yeah, I'd like my wife to know we're having guests for dinner. Could you page her on her beeper? Yeah. Thanks. I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
What was that?
What was what? You mean my alarm clock?
You keep your alarm clock in the bathroom?
Well, sure. Come on, use your head. By the time I get in there and turn the darn thing off, it's too late to go back to bed, so I just hop in the shower and start the old day.
What a great idea! I think I'll try that. Well, I better go change.
See y'all later.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Fred.
Bye-bye.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Who are you?
Hi. I'm Robin, the wife you're going to meet tonight.
Jack, you must really think I'm stupid. I didn't even tell you where I live. Here's my address.
But, Jack, I don't understand.
You don't have to understand, Mr. Furley. Just don't say anything to Francis about our bird watching, okay?
Why?
He hates birds, all right?
Huh. Seems like he's not too crazy about animals either.
And this is our den.
Oh, well, this is just a lovely house.
Thanks. And what do you think of my trophies? I bagged them all myself.
They look so, ferocious.
If you were hanging on a wall, you'd be mad, too.
And this is my favorite weapon, a crossbow.
Even his weapons are mad. Get it? A crossbow.
Stop that. That is impolite.
Can't help it, Jen. I think these things gave me fleas.
Listen, everybody, my wife will be down in a minute. Meanwhile, why don't you go on the patio and have some drinks?
Oh, good, thank you.
I'll be the bartender. You need somebody who knows what he's doing.
Great. I'll have a scotch and soda.
Sure. What kind of soda? Orange? Grape? Cherry?
Not you, Jack.
What?
I've got the proof, Jack.
What?
I've got the proof. She's cheating on me.
What?
Robin said she was going to play tennis.
So?
But instead, she came home with a case of poison oak.
Poison?
When I find the guy she was with,
You wouldn't.
Oh, yes, I would.
You know, we just moved to town.
Who could it be? She doesn't know anyone here except you. And that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. Look, Francis, I can't believe she's cheating on you.
Oh, you can't, huh?
No, I mean, she loves you. And I know that deep in your heart, you love her too.
Yeah, but Jack!
No, I know. You've got that feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Feeling?
It's a feeling that just grows and grows.
What happened to you guys?
Yeah, did you start your own party?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being an awful host. I better see how the fire's coming.
Jack, what is the matter with you?
I got poison oak.
What?
Yeah, Robin and I must have picked it up when we were in the bushes together this morning.
And you said you weren't messing around.
No, I wasn't. I swear to that. But if Francis sees me scratching...
Your head will be up there with all the other animals.
Jack, you better get out of here.
I'm gone.
Bye.
Jack!
What?
Where are you going?
Huh? Nothing. I'm just checking out your door. Oh, I gotta get one like that myself.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
Robin, you remember Tripper. And these are Janet and Terry, his friends.
Hello. Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Sit down, please.
Oh, thank you. We'll be delighted to.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yes, you sure have changed since I saw you last.
Yeah, it seems like I've gotten just a touch of poison oak. How have you been?
Exactly the same.
Well, Jack, I suppose you'd like to be alone with Robin.
No.
And don't you old classmates have a lot to talk about?
Talk, yeah.
Well, food's on the fire.
What's the matter?
Oh, darn mosquitoes. Well, they're really biting tonight.
We don't have any mosquitoes here.
Oh, hi there. I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
You know my wife?
Sure. We spent the afternoon together in the bushes.
I'll kill him.
No, Francis.
You heard him! He was in the bushes with my wife!
Just bird watching.
Bird watching.
Well, what else do you think she'd be doing in the bushes with this guy? Come on, look at him. What do you see?
I see a smooth-talking swinger. A guy used to having his way with women.
Thanks. I couldn't have said that better myself.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, wait
Mr. Furley!
I'm sorry, Jack. It was either you or me. Well, I better check the fire.
You?
No, take it easy, Francis.
Oh,
No. Easy.
Hands off of our boyfriend!
Your boyfriend?
Yes. Oh, Terry, he thinks that Jack has been cheating on us. Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, ridiculous.
As if he had the time.
Or the string.
Yeah.
You mean that you and you?
That's right. And I'll tell you something, these babes are quite a handful. But they keep me hopping.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Well, you're sorry. I'd like to apologize to you two girls. I should never have gone bird watching without your permission.
Well, just for that, Jack, tonight you are sleeping alone.
Oh, no!
Oh, yes!
Well, I guess I could actually use a night off.
And from now on, Jack, we've decided you're going to have to carry a beeper.
That's what they always say.
Let's eat. Yes, let's eat.
Poor Jack. Can you imagine living with someone as jealous as that?
Oh, I can't imagine.
I guess we're just lucky.
If you people want your hamburgers, they're up in a tree.
You know, Francis hasn't been this sweet and understanding since the day we were married.
Oh, well, let me tell you something. That's what old friends are for, right?
And that was some act the three of you put on for Francis.
That was no act.
It wasn't?
No.
Do you mean that you and Janet and Terry...
Yeah, that's right. They can't keep their hands off me. But don't tell either one of the girls that I said this, because they'd probably do something crazy like...
Like what, Jack?
Like, may I?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Like this.
They ended up spending the Ropers' anniversary at the Regal Beagle, soaking wet but laughing. You know, Stanley, Helen said, squeezing his hand, this is the most exciting anniversary we've had in years. Yeah, Stanley grumbled, wringing out his disco headband. At least I didn't have to pay for the steak. Chapter 16, The Avant-Garde Archer. The doorbell rang at apartment 201 on a Tuesday afternoon, a time when the only visitors were usually bill collectors or Larry Dallas looking for a free meal. This time, it was Larry, but he wasn't alone. He was accompanied by a man with a wild mane of hair and a camera that looked like it belonged on a moon mission. Jack, baby, have I got a deal for you? Larry shouted, ushering the stranger inside. This is Lorenzo. He's the most revolutionary fashion photographer in the valley. He needs a specific look for his new campaign, The Urban Primitive. Jack looked at the man skeptically. And I have this look. Lorenzo circled Jack, making framed gestures with his fingers. The cheekbones of a warrior, the eyes of a lost puppy. It is perfection. I will pay you $100 for 2 hours of work. $100. To Jack, that was several months of beer and at least one semi-functional pair of jeans. He agreed. The Urban Primitive shoot, however, was not what Jack expected. Lorenzo had him dress in a tunic made of burlap sacks and handed him a wooden bow. Now, Jack, leap over the sofa like a gazelle escaping a taxi. Enzo screamed, the shutter clicking frantically. Joanna and Chrissy came home to find Jack midair, wearing a loincloth over his thermal underwear, attempting to look primitive while clutching a plastic fern. Is he finally joining the circus? Joanna asked, setting her purse down. No, I'm a gazelle, Jack grunted, landing awkwardly on a cushion. Well, you look more like a hamster in a sack, Chrissy giggled. The shoot ended when Stanley Roper walked in to check a clunking sound in the radiator. He saw Jack posed as an archer on the kitchen table and Enzo screaming about primal energy. I knew it, Stanley muttered, backing out of the room. I'm raising the rent. This place is becoming a high-risk ward. Chapter 17, The Small Town Surprise. The peace of a Sunday morning was shattered when a young woman with pigtails and a suitcase stood in the doorway. Jack Tripper. It's me, Mary Lou from back home. Jack's jaw dropped. Mary Lou was his high school sweetheart, a girl whose idea of a wild night was sharing a root beer float. Mary Lou, what are you doing in Santa Monica? Jack asked, frantically trying to gesture for Joanna and Chrissy to hide. My mama said you were living here with two assistants, Mary Lou said, her eyes narrowing as she spotted Jeanette's silk robe and Chrissy's fluffy slippers. Is this the missionary work you wrote home about? Jack had told his parents and, by extension, the entire town that he was in California to help wayward souls. Now, he had to maintain the charade while Mary Lou stayed on their sofa. Yes, Joanna here is a reformed florist, Jack said, sweating, and Chrissy is a typist who lost her way. The next 48 hours were a marathon of lies. Jack had to hide his cooking school books. Mary Lou thought he was studying theology, and hide Larry Dallas whenever he came over. Larry's presence didn't exactly scream holy. The truth came out when Mary Lou found Jack's gay persona accidentally. She saw him doing a flamboyant routine to fool Mr. Roper into letting him stay. Oh, Jack, Mary Lou sighed, patting his cheek. I always knew you were too creative for our town. If you want to be a missionary who lives with two pretty girls and pretends to be something he isn't just to keep a roof over his head, well, that's just California, I guess. She left the next morning, leaving Jack with a jar of homemade jam and a very confused sense of relief. Chapter 18, Up and Down in 201. The building's elevator was a mechanical marvel from 1952. It moved with the speed of a tectonic plate and had a tendency to sigh when it reached the third floor. One afternoon, Jack was helping Mr. Roper move an old cast-iron radiator up to the roof. They were squeezed into the tiny car, the radiator taking up most of the floor space. I don't like the sound of that cable, Stanley, Jack said as the elevator gave a particularly loud clunk. It's just the building settling, Tinkerbell. Stop being such a girl, Stanley grunted. Seconds later, The elevator jolted and came to a dead stop between floors. The lights flickered and went out. Great! Jack sighed in the dark, trapped with a radiator and a man who hasn't changed his socks since the Eisenhower administration. I heard that. Stanley yelled. They were stuck for 3 hours. In that time, they went through various stages of grief. First was panic, then boredom, then most terrifying of all bonding. You know, Jack, Stanley said, his voice unusually soft in the darkness. I wasn't always a landlord. I had dreams. I wanted to be a professional dancer. You, Mr. Roper, a dancer? Jack asked, genuinely surprised. I had the legs for it. It was the war that stopped me. And Helen, mostly Helen's cooking. It ruined my center of gravity. When the fire department finally pried the doors open, they found Jack and Stanley sitting on the radiator, singing Sentimental Journey in harmony. Don't tell Helen about the dancing, Stanley whispered as he stepped out onto the landing. My lips are sealed, Stanley. Jack winked. Chapter 19, The Regal Beagle Raffle. Friday night at the Regal Beagle was usually a predictably chaotic affair, but tonight the energy was electric. Jim, the bartender, was holding a giant glass fishbowl over his head. Attention, everyone. It's time for the monthly raffle. Jim announced over the roar of the crowd. Tonight's prize, a luxury week and getaway for 2 at the sun-kissed resort in Ojai. A weekend for 2, Jack whispered, eyes wide. Imagine the room service. Imagine the pool. Imagine the silence from Stanley Roper. And the winner is Joanna Wood. The table erupted. Joanna danced her way up to the bar to claim the golden envelope. But as she returned, she felt 2 pairs of eyes burning into her soul. Joanna, best friend, roommate, fellow traveler of the human spirit, Jack began, his voice dripping with honey. You know how hard I've been working at the academy. I haven't seen a sunbed since the mid-70s. Joanna, you know my filing cabinets are literally closing in on me. Chrissy chimed in, leaning her chin on her hands. I need the mountain air to breathe again. The bickering started almost immediately. Jack offered to do Jeanette's laundry for a month. Chrissy countered by offering to water all the plants in the flower shop indefinitely. The tension escalated until they were back at apartment 201, debating the merits of who needed it more over cold pizza. Wait a minute, Joanna interrupted, her hands on her hips. The prize is for 2. Why don't I just take Mrs. Roper? She hasn't been out of this building since the bicentennial. Jack and Chrissy fell silent. The thought of their landlord's wife having a luxury week and while they stayed home was a bitter pill to swallow. On second thought, Joanna grinned. I think I'll just sell the tickets to Larry Dallas and use the money to pay our back rent. That way, we all win. A practical solution. Jack sighed. And a deeply boring one. Chapter 20, The Interior Design Disaster. With the rent finally caught up, Chrissy decided that apartment 201 needed a spiritual facelift. She spent Saturday morning at a discount warehouse and returned with several rolls of wallpaper that looked like a kaleidoscope had exploded on a bowl of citrus fruit. "It's called electric lemonade," Chrissy beamed, holding up a strip of neon yellow and orange. "It's supposed to stimulate the creative centers of the brain. It's stimulating the migraine centers of my eyes." Jack grumbled, trying to shield his vision. Joanna was at the flower shop, so Chrissy convinced a reluctant Jack to help her apply the first roll. "Come on, Jack, it's a man's job to handle the paste." The process was a disaster from the start. Jack accidentally glued his sleeve to the wall, and Chrissy managed to drop a bucket of adhesive on the refurbished sofa. By the time they were halfway through the first wall, the apartment smelled like a chemistry lab and looked like a construction site in a nightmare. "Knock, knock, knock. I'm here to check the thermostat." Stanley Roper's voice boomed through the door. Jack froze, still attached to the wall by his elbow. "Don't let him in. He'll evict us for visual pollution." But Stanley used his key. He walked in, stopped, and blinked. He looked at the electric lemonade wallpaper, then at Jack, who was currently doing a one-armed pose against the plaster. "I knew it," Stanley said, his voice unusually calm. "You finally snapped. You're trying to build a padded cell." "It's a design choice, Mr. Roper," Chrissy chirped. "It's an eyesore. Snow. If I see one more inch of that fruit salad on my walls, I'm calling the Board of Health," Stanley warned, turning on his heel. They spent the rest of the night peeling the electric lemonade off and scrubbing the walls with vinegar. When Joanna came home, she found them both lying on the floor, exhausted. "Don't ask," Jack whispered. "Just don't ask." Chapter 21, The Chef's Secret Ingredient. Stanley Roper was in a state of absolute panic. "Jack, Tinkerbell, help me." Jack walked out onto the landing, still wearing his chef's hat. "What's the matter, Stanley? Did you lose a nickel in the floorboards?" "Worse, my tax auditor is coming over for dinner. He thinks I'm a high society landlord with a massive portfolio. If he sees the way I usually eat canned beans and disappointment, he'll dig through my receipts like a bloodhound." Stanley's plan was simple. Jack would cook a 3-course gourmet meal, and Joanna and Chrissy would act as the domestic staff. In exchange, Stanley would waive the fee for the garage they weren't supposed to be using for storage. "I am a chef, Stanley, not a catering service for tax dodgers," Jack protested. "Double-strength garage waiver," Stanley countered. Jack agreed. He decided on a filet debuff with a complicated red wine reduction. The night began smoothly enough. The auditor, a man named Mr. Henderson, who looked like he had been carved out of a block of gray salt, was suitably impressed by the nephew Jack, who was visiting from Paris. "This sauce is remarkable, Mr. Roper," Henderson noted, peering through his spectacles. Your nephew has a real gift. Oh, he's a natural. Takes after the Roper side of the family." Stanley beamed, sweating through his tuxedo. Disaster struck when Stanley, trying to be helpful, decided to add a secret ingredient to the dessert. He found a jar in the pantry and dumped half of it into the chocolate mousse. When Henderson took his first bite, his face turned a shade of purple that matched Jeanette's lilies. Is this fish oil?" Jack tasted a spoonful. It wasn't fish oil. It was the puppy's high-potency vitamin supplement they had hidden in a marmalade jar. It's an experimental savory fusion. Jack shouted, thinking fast. A Parisian delicacy known as mousse d'Ychen. Surprisingly, Henderson was so desperate to feel like a culinary connoisseur that he nodded along. "Ah, yes, I've read about this. Very bold, very earthy. Stanley got a clean bill of health on his taxes, and the trio got to keep their garage storage. But for the next week, every time Jack saw a bowl of mousse, he felt a strange urge to bark." Epilogue: the never-ending waltz. The days in apartment 201 would continue to blur into a montage of misunderstandings and triumphs. There would be more dates for Jack, more floral emergencies for Joanna, and more typing mishaps for Chrissy. Stanley would continue to peep, and Helen would continue to hope. But for now, the rent was paid, the puppy was fed, and the gay chef was safe in the home he had built with two girls who were much more than just roommates. They were a family, and in the wild, neon-lit world of 1970s California, that was the greatest treasure of all. Three's Company, The Santa Monica Chronicles. Chapter 1, The New Yorker and the Jailer. The golden California sun was beginning its slow descent over the Santa Monica Pier, casting long, amber shadows across the weathered wood of the boardwalk. The air carried the scent of salt spray and popcorn, a sensory tapestry that defined the seaside life of 1977. But inside the manager's apartment of the Mediterranean-style complex on 1014 and Croft Avenue, the atmosphere was considerably less picturesque. Stanley Roper sat in his favorite armchair, a sagging piece of furniture that smelled faintly of old cigars and desperation. His face was twisted into a mask of perpetual agitation, his brow furrowed as if he were trying to solve a complex mathematical equation that didn't exist. He was a man who seemed to have been born middle-aged and disgruntled, dressed in a short-sleeved button-down shirt that featured a pattern so loud it was practically shouting. Beside him, his wife Helen was focused on her nails. The rhythmic scritch, scritch, scritch of the file was, to Stanley, equivalent to a jackhammer at dawn. He winced with every stroke, his nerves frayed by the mere presence of domestic activity. "Be quiet, Helen," Stanley hissed, his voice a strained whisper that carried more weight than a shout. "You're gonna wake Karen." Helen didn't even look up. Her hair was a vibrant shade of red that nature hadn't intended, and her flowered caftan was a riot of 70s aesthetics. Filing my nails is gonna wake up your niece. It's not the filing, Stanley, it's the breaking. Every time you break a nail, you swear loud enough to wake the dead. Oh, so that's what got you up. Just hold it down, will you? Stanley adjusted his thick-rimmed glasses. The poor girl flew in all the way from New York. She's exhausted. You've heard of jet lag, haven't you? Helen sighed, finally setting the file down and looking at her husband with a mixture of pity and long-suffering exasperation. Heard of it? I married it. You've been in a fog since the Eisenhower administration. You don't have jet lag. Stanley, you have life lag. Stanley ignored the barb. His brother had entrusted him with Karen, and in Stanley's mind, taking care of a young woman in her 20s meant acting as a self-appointed warden of a high-security prison. To him, Los Angeles was not the land of opportunity. It was a sprawling, neon-lit playground for freaks, weirdos, and perverts. He saw danger in every smile and a predator in every leisure suit. She's trying to adjust to a new time zone, Stanley defended, leaning forward. She's trying to adjust to living the life of a nun, Helen countered. You never let her out of your sight. You're more like her jailer than her uncle. It's embarrassing, Stanley. The girl is beautiful. She's young. And she's stuck in this stuffy apartment listening to your war stories every night. Even the moths are getting bored. I took her to Disneyland. Stanley protested, his voice rising in defensive indignation. I took her to the museum. We walked to the end of the pier. I told her every night about my experiences in the big one. You call that boring? Huh? Ellen. Stanley suddenly barked, realizing his wife's eyes had glazed over, her head tilting slightly to the side. Oh, sorry, Stanley, Helen blinked, shaking herself awake. I must have drifted off. Probably because your list of fun activities sounds like a prescription for clinical insomnia. Taking a 20-year-old girl to a museum to look at dust is not a night on. The town. She leaned forward, her expression softening slightly, trying to reach whatever remained of Stanley's sense of empathy. Look, she ought to be out having some fun with people her own age. She ought to be out dating, feeling the wind in her hair, meeting boys who don't remember the Roosevelt administration. Stanley recoiled as if she'd suggested Karen join a traveling circus or a radical political movement. Dating. In this city, it's crawling with freaks and weirdos. Yes, I know. Helen finished for him, her voice dripping with sarcasm. But what about the kids upstairs? They seem normal enough in a chaotic sort of way. Stanley paused. He thought of the trio in apartment 4. There was Joanna, the sensible florist who managed to keep the household from collapsing. Chrissy Snow, the dizzy but kind-hearted secretary who lived in a state of permanent blonde bewilderment. And Jack Tripper, the chef. Stanley's eyebrows knit together. He tolerated Jack only because he believed the young man was different. It was the only reason his moral compass allowed a man to share an apartment with two beautiful women. You mean the Andrews sisters? Stanley muttered, his lip curling. Patty, Maxine, and Tinker Bell. Helen rolled her eyes so hard she almost saw the back of her own head. Jack is a perfectly nice fella. He's polite, he's a good cook, and he's harmless. And more importantly, Stanley, he's safe. You know what I mean. A slow, calculating smile spread across Stanley's face. It was a rare and slightly unsettling sight, usually signaling that he had found a way to save a nickel or avoid a domestic headache. The gears in his mind turned with the audible groan of rusty machinery. You know, for once in your life, Helen, you've got a smart idea. Dating Jack. It's as safe as sending her out in an armored truck. He wouldn't know what to do with a girl if she came with an instruction manual. Chapter 2. The Jimmy Cake and the Great Betrayal. Upstairs in apartment 4. The atmosphere was a stark contrast to the Roper's stagnant peace. The air smelled of floor wax, lemon furniture polish, and the cloyingly sweet scent of cheap vanilla frosting. It was Jeanette's birthday, and the apartment was intended to be a hive of clandestine activity. Jack Tripper burst through the front door, his lanky frame nearly tripping over the welcome mat. He was balancing a white cardboard bakery box in one hand with the grace of a drunken tightrope walker. Jack was a man of constant motion, his energy level perpetually set to overdrive. "Hey, I got the cake," he announced to the seemingly empty living room. Chrissy Snow emerged from the kitchen, her blonde ponytail bouncing with every step. She was wearing a brightly colored apron over her dress, looking every bit the picture of 70s domesticity. Oh, good. Where's the birthday girl? In the kitchen, keeping an eye on your birthday dinner, Jack whispered, creeping toward the counter with exaggerated stealth. And who's keeping an eye on her? This is a precision operation. Chrissy, we need timing. He lunged forward to surprise her, but Jeanne would walk out of the kitchen at that exact moment, nearly colliding with him. Jeanne was the anchor of the group, her short brown hair and sensible clothing reflecting her grounded nature. "Oh, you shouldn't sneak up like that," Jeanne gasped, clutching her chest as her heart hammered. "You shouldn't turn around like that when I'm sneaking up like that," Jack countered with a wide, mischievous grin. "I was gonna give you a big surprise birthday kiss. A Tripper special. Well, why did you have to sneak? What do you want me to do? Phone for an appointment?" Jeanne laughed, her irritation melting away. "Okay, you can kiss me now." Jack struck a dramatic, romantic pose, leaning in with pursed lips, then suddenly deflated like a popped balloon. "No, the moment's ruined. The spontaneity is gone. I can't perform under pressure. Maybe I'll go sneak up and surprise Chrissy. It's not her birthday till January," Jeanne reminded him, stepping past him to look at the box. "Why wait till the last minute? I like to be prepared," Jack teased. After a few more moments of playful bickering, Jack ducked into the kitchen to prepare the cake for its grand unveiling. Chrissy followed him, her eyes widening as she caught sight of the blue script on the frosting. "Jack, this cake says Happy Birthday, Jimmy," she whispered loudly. Jack didn't miss a beat, grabbing a spatula and examining the damage. I know. Some guy named Jimmy didn't pick up his order, so I got it at half price. It's a recession. Chrissy, if you can't give Joanna a Jimmy cake, she might notice. I'm a culinary artist. I'll just scrape off the Emmy so it reads Happy Birthday, Jay. It has that informal California touch. But her name is Joanna, Chrissy pointed out, her brow furrowing in confusion. J is short for Joanna, or Jack, or Jailbird. It's versatile. It's chic, Jack insisted, already elbow deep in sugar as he performed surgery on the frosting. As Jack worked on his culinary forgery, a sharp, rhythmic rapping sounded at the front door. Stanley Roper stood there when Jack opened it, looking profoundly uncomfortable in the presence of youth and vitality. He cleared his throat, his eyes darting around the room as if checking for contraband or unnatural behavior. Jack, could I see you for a minute? Alone?" Jack wiped his frosting-covered hands on his apron and stepped into the hallway, leaving the door ajar. "Sure, Mr. Roper. What's up? Toilet backed up again. I told you, those all-day vitamins you're taking are powerful. They could clog a Hoover Dam." Roper ignored the joke, his face remaining a mask of seriousness. He beckoned Jack further into the hallway, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial murmur that barely cleared his own chin. "Did you ever take out a girl before?" Jack blinked, genuinely taken aback. He leaned against the doorframe. "Before what?" "Before breakfast. Before the invention of the wheel. I mean, it's not against the rules for you fellas, is it?" Roper asked, gesturing vaguely toward Jack's general person as if he were an exotic species. "To go bowling or to a ball game with a girl. 4. Social reasons." Jack began to realize the direction of the conversation. Roper's misunderstanding was their greatest shield, and Jack had to play along. "Well, I guess I could do that. I'm not sure I'm following your drift, Mr. Roper. We have this niece visiting, Karen, from New York. Mrs. Roper and I were wondering if it would be all right if she went out with you tonight. You wouldn't have to go anywhere where you might bump into your special friends. Keep it low key." Jack felt a sharp pang of guilt. He looked back toward the kitchen where Joanna was waiting for her birthday dinner, the one he had promised to cook. "Mr. Roper, I'd be happy to, normally, but I can't tonight. It's Jeanette's birthday. We have a cake, well, a J cake, and I'm in the middle of a 4-course meal." Roper's face fell into a frown of genuine disappointment. He retreated downstairs, muttering about the lack of cooperation from the younger generation. But 5 minutes later, there was another knock, more insistent this time. When Jack opened the door again, Roper wasn't alone. Standing behind him was a young woman who looked like she had just stepped off a high-fashion runway in Midtown Manhattan. She had thick, dark hair that caught the hallway light, piercing eyes that seemed to see right through Jack, and a smile that could have ended a small war. Jack's jaw practically hit the floorboards. His brain momentarily short-circuited. "This is Karen," Roper said, his voice dripping with smug satisfaction. "Hi," Karen said, her voice a sultry New York purr that made Jack's knees feel like jelly. Jack turned back toward the apartment. Joanna and Chrissy were standing in the kitchen doorway, watching the scene with narrowed eyes. Jeanette's face was a mask of stoic disappointment, while Chrissy looked intrigued by the arrival of a New York socialite. Roper leaned in close to Jack, his breath smelling of peppermint and old coffee. He pulled out a crumpled wad of bills from his pocket. $50, he whispered, pressing the money into Jack's hand. "And I'll lend you the car. The big Chevy. Just get her out of the house so Helen stops nagging me about her social life. What do you say?" $50 in 1977 was a small fortune. It was 2 months of Jack's share of the rent. It was groceries for a month. It was the difference between eating steak and eating mystery meat. "Karen," Jack said, his voice suddenly dropping 3 octaves into a suave baritone as he tucked the money away. "How would you like me to show you the sights and sounds of this humble beach town?" Chapter 3, The Sleepwalker and the Stray. The date with Karen had been a whirlwind of overheated radiators on the freeway and a very awkward misunderstanding on the Roper sofa that nearly got Jack evicted. But by the following week, life in Apartment had settled back into its usual state of chaotic equilibrium. That was until the dog arrived. It started with a faint, pathetic whimpering sound near the front door. Jack, who possessed a heart that was far too large for his bank account, had been given a puppy by his friend Larry. Larry was the local used car salesman, a man whose leisure suits were as loud as his sales pitches and whose ethics were as flexible as a gymnast. "He's housebroken. Joanna, I swear. Look at those soulful eyes. He's a victim of circumstance," Jack pleaded, holding up the tiny, shivering ball of fur. The puppy licked Jack's nose, sealing the deal in Jack's mind. Joanna stood with her arms crossed, her face a picture of logic and reason. "Jack, you know the rules. We sign the lease. Paragraph 4, subsection B, no children, no dogs, no fun. If Mr. Roper finds out we have a canine resident, we're all out on the street. We can't keep it. We're 1 bark away from homelessness." But Larry said he'd have it. Put to sleep, Chrissy whimpered, her lower lip trembling as she reached out to pet the puppy's velvet ears. "We can't let that happen. Joanna, it's un-American." The 3 of them stood in a circle, looking down at the puppy. The puppy looked back with an expression that could only be described as manipulative. 10 minutes later, a makeshift bed was being constructed out of an old moth-eaten sweater in the bathroom. However, the puppy wasn't the only thing keeping the household on edge. Chrissy had started sleepwalking again. It was a nervous habit that flared up whenever she was under pressure, usually from her boss, a man she described as Christopher Columbus because he spent most of the day exploring the office with his hands. That night, the apartment was shrouded in a heavy silence, broken only by the hum of the refrigerator. Suddenly, a soft thump-thump-thump echoed through the hallway. Jack, sleeping fitfully on the sofa, a common occurrence when he was in the doghouse with the girls, sat up with a start. He saw a pale, ghostly figure drifting toward the front door. Chrissy? She didn't answer. She was wearing a flimsy, white nightgown that flowed around her like a shroud. Her eyes were open, staring into a middle distance that didn't exist in this reality. She reached for the doorknob with a mechanical precision. Oh, boy, Jack muttered, scrambling out of his blankets and nearly tripping over his own feet. He caught up to her just as her hand closed on the lock. Chrissy, honey, let's go back to the dream world. The kitchen is this way. The heavenly gates are that way. Let's not go wandering into the Roper's territory. He gently guided her back toward her bedroom, his heart racing. But the commotion had woken the puppy in the bathroom. The dog began to howl a high-pitched, mournful sound that surely vibrated through the floorboards and directly into Stanley Roper's inner ear. S-H-H-H, Jack hissed, darting to the bathroom. If Roper catches you, he'll sell you to the burger joint on the corner as a specialty item. In a moment of pure, unadulterated panic, Jack grabbed a bowl of leftover French food he'd prepared in his advanced cooking class and set it on the floor. It was a rich stew, filled with marrow and bone meal intended for human consumption, but perfect for a hungry hound. The puppy Devon, its tail wagging so hard it sounded like a drum roll against the linoleum. The next morning, the consequences of the midnight feast came to light. Helen Roper, ever the neighborly soul, and always looking for an excuse to see what the kids were up to, came up to borrow a cup of milk. In the process, her sharp eyes noticed the bowl Jack had discarded near the trash. Oh, Jack, is that the beef bourguignon you made in school? It smells heavenly, even cold. Jack froze, his hand halfway to the refrigerator. He couldn't exactly tell her it was now technically dog food. Yeah, but it's a bit past its prime. Leftovers of leftovers. Nonsense. A little heat fixes everything. I'll take it down for Stanley. He'd been complaining he's so hungry he could eat a horse, and my cooking usually tastes like the saddle. A horse would probably be more nutritious, Jack whispered under his breath as she breezed out with the bowl. What followed was a frantic, slapstick race against time. Jack and the girls spent the entire evening trying to intercept Stanley's dinner before he could take a single, potentially fatal bite. It culminated in Jack bursting into the Ropers' apartment without knocking, physically snatching the steaming plate away just as Stanley's fork was descending toward a chunk of beef. "I can't let you do this, Mr. Roper," Jack shouted, his face red with exertion. He turned and dumped the entire contents of the plate down the kitchen sink. "What are you, a mental patient?" Stanley yelled, staring at his now empty plate in shock. "That was the first decent-looking meal I've had in a week. It was spoiled. I just realized. A massive recall. Salmonella. Botulism. Very, very dangerous for men of your distinguished age." Jack backed out of the room, wiping sweat from his forehead. Ultimately, the puppy found a secret home in the most unlikely of places. Chrissy, in another midnight sleepwalking episode, had carried the dog down and left it on the Ropers' front doorstep. When Helen found it the next morning, she assumed it was a romantic anniversary gift from her usually tight-fisted husband. "Oh, Stanley, it's the most precious anniversary present you've ever given me. I didn't know you had a soul," Helen gushed, cuddling the puppy to her chest. Stanley, confused, but sensing a golden opportunity to look like a romantic hero without having to spend a single cent, puffed out his chest and adjusted his glasses. "Yeah, well, I wanted to surprise you, Helen. Just what I always wanted to give you." Chapter 4, The Hero of the Pub and the Steel Plate. The following Saturday, the trio decided they needed a night out. The apartment redecoration project, which mostly consisted of Joanna pointing at peeling wallpaper and Jack and Chrissy sighing in unison, had hit a depressing standstill. They needed a change of scenery, preferably one that served cold beverages. They headed down to the Regal Beagle, a dim, wood-paneled pub where the beer was served in heavy glass mugs and the atmosphere was thick with the scent of hops and 70s leisure. Jack was in particularly high spirits, fueled by a sense of bravado that usually preceded a disaster. He began lecturing the girls on the unavoidable physical superiority of the male gender. "It's just science, Johnny," Jack said, leaning back in his chair and taking a long sip of his beer. "Men are the protectors, the hewers of wood, the slayers of dragons, while you women were spending centuries learning how to apply eyeliner and bake sofals. We were out wrestling saber-toothed tigers and inventing the wheel. Is that why you screamed like a little girl and jumped on a chair when you saw that tiny spider in the bathtub this morning?" Joanna asked, her voice flat. "That was a tactical alert," Jack countered, not missing a beat. "I was checking the ceiling for more intruders. It's called situational awareness." His bravado was cut short when a man who looked like he had been carved out of a solid block of granite leaned over their table. He was a classic barroom bully, with a thick neck and eyes that suggested he viewed empathy as a personal weakness. "Hi, honey," the man said, his gaze fixed firmly on Chrissy. "How about I buy you a real drink? Something with an umbrella." "No thanks," Chrissy said, shrinking back into her seat and looking at her shoes. "Go ahead, Jack," Joanna whispered, a mischievous glint in her eye. "Protect us. Hew some wood. Slay the dragon." Jack cleared his throat, his Adam's apple bobbing nervously. He looked at the man's biceps, which were approximately the size of Jack's entire torso. Excuse me, sir. I think I should warn you that your behavior is statistically aggressive. The man turned his cold gaze toward Jack. Is that so? The last guy who warned me about something ended up eating his meals through a straw for 6 months. You want to be next. Tinkerbell. Jack's voice jumped 3 octaves into a squeak. Oh, well, I wouldn't want to cause a scene. My father always said violence is the last refuge of the incompetent. In fact, I think I see a very important phone call I need to make. In the parking lot. Jack sat back down, his face a shade of pale yellow that matched his beer. The man laughed, a deep, booming sound, and eventually wandered off to harass someone else. But the damage to Jack's ego was catastrophic. I'm a coward, Jack moaned the next morning, his face buried in a bowl of soggy cereal. I've chicken soup running through my veins. Let's face it, if there were a draft for a war against kittens, I'd be a conscientious objector. You weren't a coward, Jack, Joanna said, trying to be supportive while stifling a laugh. You were being prudent. Prudent people have spines. Joanna, mine is made of overcooked al dente linguine. But destiny, in its infinite irony, offered a second chance. Later that night, Stanley Roper stumbled into the pub. He was suffering from a gargantuan toothache that made his face look like he was hiding a walnut in his cheek. He was cranky, miserable, and looking for a fight, when the same bully from the night before started mocking Stanley's pained expression. Something inside Jack finally snapped. Maybe it was the 3rd beer. Maybe it was the sight of his elderly landlord being bullied. Or maybe it was just the cumulative weight of years of giving nickels to fat Kenny Jensen. Jack stood up. He didn't just stand up. He marched over to the bully's table with a look of pure, unadulterated madness. Hey, you, Jack shouted, pointing a trembling finger. You behaved like a total creep in here last night, and you're doing it again. You owe this man an apology, or you'll have to deal with me. The entire pub went silent. The bully stood up, looming over Jack like an impending natural disaster. Is that right? The man growled, cracking his knuckles. Joanna and Chrissy watched from the table, horrified. But then Joanna had a stroke of genius. She leaned over to the man's companion, a friend who looked slightly more reasonable, and whispered loudly enough for the bully to hear. It's such a tragedy. Jack really tries to keep his cool, but ever since that terrible accident in the war, the steel plate they put in his head, if you hit him, the vibration sets off a neurological chain reaction. He won't feel a thing, but he'll become a human demolition machine. He once leveled a bar in Saigon with a single sneeze. The bully paused. He looked at Jack's head. He looked at Jack's wide, crazed eyes. He didn't know if it was true, but he wasn't willing to bet his life on it. Okay, the bully muttered, holding up his hands and backing away. Take it easy, Mac. I didn't know you were special. I'm sorry. Just don't vibrate. Jack stood there, triumphant and utterly confused, as the man fled the pub. He turned back to the girls, his chest puffed out so far he looked like a pigeon. I was a hero, Jack whispered, basking in the glow of his newfound reputation. A hero with a plate of destiny. Chapter 5. The $300 envelope and the financial aid fiasco. The high of Jack's perceived heroism didn't last long. Reality, in the form of a looming deadline, came crashing back. In apartment 4, the primary concern was now a white envelope marked rent in bold, black letters. It was a Monday morning, and the atmosphere was frantic. Jack, have you seen the envelope? Joanna screamed, throwing sofa cushions across the room as if searching for a lost child. The one with the $300. The one we've been eating nothing but tuna fish and crackers for 2 months to save. Jack asked, his voice rising in a pitch of pure panic. I thought you had it in your purse. I put it on the shelf. Chrissy cried, her eyes filling with tears. Right next to the transistor radio I took to be repaired this morning. Wait, Jack stopped, his brain connecting the dots with horrifying speed. If you took the radio to the repair shop and the envelope was tucked underneath the radio, the realization hit them like a freight train. The front door had been left unlocked for 10 minutes. Someone, a burglar, a passerby, or a particularly wealthy squirrel had walked in and taken the envelope. The rent was gone. We've been robbed, Joanna wailed, sinking onto the newly repaired couch. We're going to be evicted. Roper will have our heads on pikes in the lobby. He'll turn our rooms into a storage unit for his old National Geographics. They called the police, but the responding officer was a cynical veteran of the Santa Monica beat who had seen every scam in the book. He looked at the 3 of them, a man and 2 women sharing a residence in the progressive 70s, and clearly saw a transparent attempt to dodge the landlord. Nobody is stupid enough to leave $300 in an envelope clearly marked rent on an open shelf in an unlocked apartment, the officer said, snapping his notebook shut with a definitive click. Next time you kids want to fake a burglary to go on a weekend trip to Vegas, try breaking a window or acting a bit more upset. But we are that stupid, Jack protested, following him to the door. Stupidity is our primary character trait. With the law offering no refuge, Jack decided to take a more academic approach to their financial crisis. He headed to the financial aid office at his cooking school, hoping to secure an emergency student loan. The interview was a disaster of Shakespearean proportions. Jack, desperate to prove extreme hardship, began describing his unconventional living situation to a stern-faced administrator named Mr. Travers. You see, sir, I'm living with 2 girls. Jack started, trying to sound pathetic. Mr. Travers' eyebrows shot up so high they almost disappeared into his hairline. 2 girls, in the same apartment. At the same time? Yes. and they're lovely, hard-working girls. One's a typist who can't spell, the other's a florist who's allergic to pollen. And we share everything. Well, not everything, but we share the burden of existence. And now we're destitute. We're down to our last can of sardines. Mr. Tripper, the man said, leaning back and sighing, "This is a modern college, not a Victorian monastery. But the government tends to look at hardship differently when a young man is living in what appears to be a beachside harem. It suggests a certain level of disposable income. In the end, it wasn't the two girls that ruined the application. It was Jack's father. Your father earns over $6,000 a year," Mr. Travers said, tapping the forms with a bony finger. "According to the federal guidelines, you aren't a hardship case. If your father were currently unemployed or perhaps in prison, we'd be sitting pretty. But as it is, your application is denied." Jack returned to the apartment, his shoulders slumped in defeat. They were packed and ready to flee to the pub once again to hide from Roper's inevitable wrath, when the man himself appeared at the door. "Hold it! Nobody's leaving this building," Roper barked, blocking the exit. "Mr. Roper, we can explain about the money." Joanna started, her voice trembling. "I don't want an explanation. I want an answer." Roper held up a yellow receipt book. "I just wanted to know if you three wanted to go to dinner. My treat. Helen is driving me crazy, and I need a buffer." The three roommates stared at each other in stunned silence. "Dinner?" Jack asked, his voice a whisper. "But what about the rent? The $300? The rent?" Roper looked genuinely confused, which was his default state. "You already paid it. I came up to fix that leaky sink yesterday. Saw the envelope that said rent on the shelf and took it. Naturally. I'm the landlord, aren't I?" "You took it?" Joanna gasped, her legs nearly giving out. "But we thought we were robbed. We had the police here. We had a whole investigation. Why didn't you leave a note? A receipt? A sign from God?" Jack demanded, his relief turning into minor outrage. Roper pulled a crumpled yellow slip of paper from his pocket. "I did. I put it right where the envelope was. Tucked it right under that black radio." Chrissy froze, her hand flying to her mouth. "The radio that I took to the repair shop this morning. The one the repairman is currently taking apart?" The room went silent for exactly 3 seconds. Then, slowly, the laughter started, the kind of hysterical, lung-straining laughter that only comes after a brush with total social and financial disaster. "Well," Stanley Roper grunted, turning toward the stairs. "Are we eating, or are you three gonna stand there cackling all night? I'm starved, and Helen's been talking about her sister's gallbladder for 3 hours straight. I need a drink and a steak." As they followed him out, Jack put his arms around Joanna and Chrissy, pulling them close. They were perpetually broke. They were living on the edge of a cultural misunderstanding, and their landlord was a walking disaster. But as the theme song that played in their heads suggested, they were company. And in the neon-soaked, unpredictable world of 1970 Santa Monica, that was more than enough. Chapter 6, The Grifter's Polyester Promise. The dust had barely settled on the great rent money fiasco when Larry Dallas made his grand entrance into Apartment 4. Larry was a man who lived his life in the fast lane, or at least in a late model used sedan with questionable mileage. He was draped in a polyester suit that shimmered with a subtle, oily sheen, the kind of fabric that would probably melt if it got too close to a toaster. Jack, my man, I've got a deal that's going to change your life, Larry announced, ignoring Jeanette's icy stare and sliding onto the sofa as if he owned the lease. The last time you changed my life, Larry, I ended up hiding a puppy in the bathroom and feeding it marrow-bone jelly, Jack replied, leaning against the counter. Larry waved a hand dismissively. That was peanuts. This is the big time. I've got a line on a crate of imported French silk scarves. Genuine silk, Jack, from the fashion capitals of Europe. Or maybe New Jersey. The label was a bit blurry, but they're magnificent. We sell them at the Regal Beagle, 50-50 split. You provide the charm, I provide the logistics. Joanna stepped forward, her floral shop scissors in hand, looking like she was considering using them on Larry's tie. Larry, we're still recovering from your last logistic miracle, and Jack has cooking school. He doesn't have time to be your sidewalk salesman. It's a side hustle. Joanna, a little extra dough for the pot. Larry winked at Chrissy, who is currently trying to figure out if silk came from spiders or worms. Spiders make webs. Larry, do these scarves look like webs? Chrissy asked, picking up a sample Larry had tossed on the table. Only to a fly. Honey, only to a fly. Larry grinned. Jack, however, was already feeling the familiar pull of Larry's infectious, albeit dangerous, enthusiasm. He looked at the silk. It did look nice. And he still owed Larry $25 from a poker game that Larry had definitely cheated on. Maybe just a few. Larry, just to see how it goes, Jack muttered, that's my boy. I'll drop the crate off tonight. And remember, tell them they were worn by the royalty of Monaco. It adds a certain Jeannie says coy, as Larry breezed out, leaving behind a faint trail of cheap cologne and broken promises. Joanna turned to Jack. Jack Tripper, you are a walking disaster waiting for a place to happen. If you end up in jail for selling stolen silk, don't expect us to bake you a cake with a file in it. I wouldn't need a file, Joanna. I just charm the guards. Besides, it's French. It's sophisticated. But the sophistication was short-lived. That night, as Jack was organizing his inventory, the puppy now officially named Trouble by everyone except the Ropers, decided that the imported silk made an excellent chew toy. By the time Jack realized what was happening, half of the Monaco royalty collection looked like it had been through a paper shredder. "Larry is going to kill me," Jack whispered, staring at a shredded scarf that was now mostly puppy droppings. "At least the dog has good taste," Chrissy offered, trying to be helpful. The blue really brings out his eyes. Chapter 7, The Dentist and the Demon Tooth. While Jack was dealing with his silk disaster, Stanley Roper was facing a far more literal pain. His toothache had graduated from a dull throb to a rhythmic, agonizing pulse that felt like a tiny construction crew was using a jackhammer on his jaw. "Stanley, will you stop moaning?" Helen shouted from the kitchen. "I can hear you over the blender, and I'm not even using the blender. It's the big one, Helen. This is the end. I can feel the infection moving toward my brain," Stanley wailed, holding a bag of frozen peas to his cheek. "It's moving toward your wallet, Stanley. That's what you're really worried about. Just go to the dentist. I called Dr. Miller. He can see you at 6. Dr. Miller. He's a sadist. Helen. I saw him once in 1958, and I'm still traumatized. He uses tools that look like they belong in a blacksmith shop. Stanley, you're a grown man. You faced the German army, or at least you told me you did while you were stationed in Nebraska. You can face a dentist." Stanley eventually relented, but only after Jack, sensing an opportunity to get back into Roper's good graces after the silk incident, offered to drive him. "You're a good kid, Tinkerbell," Stanley grunted as they climbed into the Chevy. "Even if you do wear aprons and talk about Basil too much." The waiting room of Dr. Miller's office was a tomb of silent agony. Stanley sat in a plastic chair, staring at a 1974 issue of Reader's Digest as if it contained the secrets of the universe. Every time the high-pitched whine of the drill echoed from behind the closed doors, Stanley jumped 3 inches off his seat. "Relax, Mr. Roper. It's just a filling," Jack said, trying to suppress a grin. "Easy for you to say. Your teeth are probably made of porcelain. Mine are historical artifacts. They've seen 3 wars and 2 depressions." When the nurse finally called Mr. Roper, Stanley looked at Jack with the eyes of a condemned man. "If I don't make it back, Jack, tell Helen she can keep the dog. But tell her I never liked it." Inside the operatory, the reality was even worse than Stanley's imagination. Dr. Miller was a large man with hands like hams and a bedside manner that made a drill sergeant look like a kindergarten teacher. Open wide, "Stanley. Wider. I'm not looking for a lost penny. I'm looking for a molar," Dr. Miller boomed. As the dentist began to work, Stanley's eyes rolled back in his head. The vibration of the drill felt like a localized earthquake. In his delirium, he started reciting his Social Security number and the names of his grade school teachers. 30 minutes later, Stanley emerged, his jaw numb and his dignity shattered. He had a giant wad of cotton in his cheek and a look of profound betrayal. "How was it, Mr. Roper?" Jack asked, helping him to the car. "MMPH. Grohr. HMPH. Stanley replied, gesturing wildly at his mouth. I totally agree. Jack said, he's a very talented professional. When they got back to the apartment, Helen was waiting. She took one look at Stanley and burst out laughing. Oh, Stanley, you look like a squirrel with a very large nut. Is the pain gone? NMPH, Stanley nodded vigorously. Good, because your sister called. She's coming over for dinner, and she's bringing her 3 kids, the ones who like to jump on the furniture. Stanley's eyes widened. He turned back to Jack, grabbed his arm, and pointed toward the door. I think he wants to go back to the dentist. Helen, Jack said, the drill was more peaceful. Chapter 8, The Morning After and the Spice of Life. The morning after the grand reconciliation dinner was unusually quiet in apartment 4. The Santa Monica fog had rolled in, thick and gray, muffling the sound of the Pacific breakers and casting a soft, ethereal light into the living room. Joanna was the first one up, as usual, moving through her morning routine with the efficiency of a Swiss watch. She was currently engaged in the Sisyphine task of trying to revive a drooping fern in the corner, a casualty of the recent redecoration efforts. Jack stumbled out of his room, his hair a chaotic nest of curls. He was wearing his favorite bathrobe, a fuzzy, avocado green monstrosity that Joanna had tried to accidentally throw out on 3 separate occasions. Coffee, Jack croaked, leaning heavily against the kitchen counter. I need coffee that's strong enough to strip paint. My brain feels like it's been put through a blender on high speed. You shouldn't have tried to match Stanley drink for drink last night. Jack, Joanna said, not looking up from her fern. A man of his age has 20 years of practice over you. He has a liver made of cast iron. Practice. Joanna, the man doesn't drink. He hydrates with scotch. I think I actually saw him pour gin on his salad. Jack groaned, reaching for the pot. Chrissy drifted into the room a few minutes later, looking remarkably fresh despite the late hour. She was humming a tune that Joanna vaguely recognized as a commercial for laundry detergent. Good morning, everybody. Isn't it a beautiful, foggy day? It's like we're living inside a giant marshmallow, Chrissy chirped, reaching for a glass of orange juice. A marshmallow with a giant, throbbing headache, Jack muttered. Oh, Jack, don't be such a grouch. Last night was wonderful. Mr. Roper actually smiled at me. I think he's finally getting used to us. He was smiling because he'd just taken $300 of our money, Chrissy, Joanna reminded her. But at least we're current. For another 3 weeks. As the trio settled around the small kitchen table, the conversation turned to the book Joanna had lent Helen Roper a few days prior. It was a scandalous, semi-erotic novel that had been a bestseller among the bridge clubs of Southern California, filled with descriptions of passion that would have made a sailor blush. Did Mrs. Roper say anything about that book? Joanna, Chrissy asked, her eyes wide with curiosity. You know, the one with the man on the cover Who forgot to put on his shirt? She mentioned it briefly last night while Stanley was in the bathroom. Joanna said, a small smile playing on her lips. She said reading it was like looking at a gourmet menu while living on a health farm. I think she found it enlightening. Enlightening? I think she found it dangerous, Jack said, finally starting to feel human again. I saw her looking at Stanley with a very strange expression. It was like she was trying to decide if he looked better in dim light or no light at all. Oh, Stanley's not that bad, Chrissy offered. He has a certain rugged charm, like an old radiator that still works. Rugged. Chrissy, he has the ruggedness of a wet paper bag. Jack laughed. But Helen's right. Life is passing them by while they sit in front of that TV. That book was probably the most excitement she's had since the invention of the color tube. The peace was broken by a sudden, frantic knocking at the door. It wasn't the rhythmic tap of a friend, but the sharp, percussive bang of a man in a hurry. Jack, Jack, open up. It's an emergency. A muffled voice shouted from the hallway. Jack sighed, setting down his mug. Larry, it's either a fire, a sale, or he's hiding from a blonde with a jealous husband. Place your bets, ladies. I'll bet on the jealous husband, Joanna said, standing up. It's a Monday, after all. Chapter 9, The Gourmet Galahad and the Office Pirate. The arrival of Larry Dallas always signaled a shift in the apartment's atmospheric pressure. He burst in, his polyester suit nearly sparking with static electricity, his eyes darting toward the bathroom as if checking for exits. Jack, my boy, I've been looking for you. I have a situation. Larry, it's 8:30 in the morning. Your situations usually wait until the sun goes down, Jack said, leaning against the sofa. This is a professional situation, a career situation. I've just been offered a job as the regional manager for a new line of high-end electronics, CB radios. Jack, they're the future. Everyone's going to have won. 10-4. Good buddy. Breaker. Regional manager. Larry, last week you were a logistics specialist for stolen silk, Joanna pointed out. Minor details, Joanna, perception is reality. But I need a favor. I have an introductory meeting with the CEO today, a man of very refined tastes. He wants to have lunch at his private club. But I told him I'm hosting a small, intimate gathering at my colleague's apartment. A gastronomic experience prepared by my personal chef. Jack pointed at himself. Personal chef. Larry, I'm a student. I barely have a personal spatula. You're a genius, Jack, a Picasso of the kitchen. Just one meal, a simple, elegant lunch. I'll pay you $50. Jack's ears perked up. $50 was a magical number in apartment for. It was the amount that solved problems and bought steak. What kind of gathering? Jack asked, his resistance crumbling. Just 3 people. The CEO, his daughter, and me. I need the apartment for 2 hours. Johnny, Chrissy, you to can. go to the beach, take a long walk, see a 3-hour movie about penguins? Larry, you want us to vacate our own home so you can pretend to be immobile? Joanna asked, her hands on her hips. It's for Jack's future. Think of the networking. If this guy likes the food, he might hire Jack for his country club. Think big. As Larry worked his charm on Jack, Chrissy was facing a crisis of her own at the office. Her boss, the man she affectionately and accurately called Christopher Columbus, had recently upgraded his tactics. He had begun leaving anonymous notes on her desk filled with bad poetry and suggestions for late-night dictation. Joanna, I don't know what to do, Chrissy said, showing her roommate a crumpled piece of paper that featured a rhyming couplet about her hair and a sunset. He keeps telling me that my typing is symphonic and that we should conduct an orchestra together after hours. Jeanette's face hardened. She was a woman who didn't tolerate bullies, especially the boardroom variety. Chrissy, that's harassment, plain and simple. You need to tell him to keep his hands on his desk and his poetry in his head. But he's the boss. If I say anything, he'll fire me. And then I won't have any money for the J-Cake Fund, Chrissy whimpered. Then we'll find you another job. Or better yet, we'll give him a reason to leave you alone. Jack, Joanna shouted toward the kitchen. Jack emerged from Larry's sales pitch, looking dazed. Yeah. Am I a chef or a logistics specialist? You're a bodyguard, Joanna said. Chrissy's boss is getting bolder. We need to show him that Chrissy has a very large, very protective, and very different roommate who keeps a close eye on her. A bodyguard. Me. Jack looked at his reflection in the hallway mirror, flexing a bicep that was modest at best. I don't know. Joanna, the last time I tried to be a hero, I almost became a human tuning fork for a steel plate. You don't have to fight him. Jack, you just have to exist. You have to be the man of the house, the shadow in the doorway, the guy who picks her up from work and looks like he can bench press a Volkswagen. A Volkswagen? Johnny, I can barely bench press a tray of hors d'oeuvres, Jack protested. Then wear a padded jacket. Larry, you've got a padded jacket, don't you? Padded. Johnny, I have a jacket for every occasion. I've got one that makes you look like a linebacker with a PhD in intimidation. Larry grinned, his mind already calculating how to turn this into another logistic opportunity. Chapter 10, The Chef, the CEO, and the Padded Predator. The following afternoon, Apartment for was transformed into a theatrical set. Larry had arrived early with a crate of borrowed, or perhaps permanently leased high-end electronics to decorate the living room, giving it the appearance of a high-tech command center. Jack was in the kitchen, sweating over a sofa that was currently defying the laws of gravity. He was wearing a professional chef's hat he'd borrowed from school, which made him look about 7 feet tall and twice as nervous. Larry, the CEO, is 10 minutes late. This sofa is like a soap bubble. It's going to collapse if someone sneezes. Jack shouted, his face red from the stove's heat. Stiff upper lip, Jack. Moguls are always late. It's a power move. Just keep it warm. Larry was pacing the living room, adjusting his tie in every reflective surface. When the doorbell finally rang, it wasn't the CEO. It was Chrissy's boss, Mr. Rogers, the office pirate himself. He had decided to drop by Chrissy's apartment to deliver a very important file that he'd forgotten to give her. Chrissy, are you home? It's Mr. Rogers. I have the symphony scores. Larry froze. Jack froze. The soulful, sensing the tension, gave a slight, ominous shudder. Larry, who is that? Jack whispered from the kitchen doorway. I don't know, but he doesn't look like a CEO. He looks like a guy who sells insurance to people who already have insurance. Joanna, who had stayed behind to coordinate, walked to the door. She opened it to find a middle-aged man in a tight suit, holding a single sheet of paper and wearing an expression of calculated charm. Oh, hello. You must be the roommate, Mr. Rogers said, his eyes scanning the apartment for Chrissy. I'm here for my star pupil. Joanna stepped back, revealing Jack, who was standing in the middle of the room. Jack was wearing Larry's linebacker jacket over his apron, giving him the silhouette of a very confused professional athlete who had taken up baking. Can I help you? Jack asked, his voice a deep, vibrating rumble that he'd been practicing all morning. Mr. Rogers blinked. He looked at Jack's padded shoulders. He looked at the chef's hat. He looked at the CB radios scattered across the room. I was just bringing a file for Chrissy. Are you the husband? I'm the roommate, Jack said, stepping forward. He was holding a large, heavy-duty whisk in one hand, which he began to slap rhythmically against his palm. And Chrissy is very busy right now. She's practicing her dictation with me. We have a very strict schedule. Mr. Rogers took a half step back. I see. I didn't realize she had such significant protection. Significant doesn't cover it, Jack growled, leaning in. I have a steel plate in my head. You know, sometimes it gets a bit unstable, especially when people interrupt my culinary process. Do you hear that hum? Jack began to hum a low, menacing tone. I don't hear anything, Mr. Rogers stammered. Exactly. That's the vibration. It's subsonic. If it hits the right frequency, I lose all motor control and I start whisking everything in sight, including people in tight suits. Mr. Rogers didn't wait for the frequency to hit. He turned and practically ran for the stairs, dropping his file on the landing. Jack, you were magnificent. Joanna laughed, leaning against the door frame. You actually looked scary. I wasn't acting. Joanna, I was terrified I'd drop the whisk on my foot. Jack gasped, deflating as he pulled off the padded jacket. Now, where is Larry's CEO? This soulful has about 30 seconds of life left. As if on cue, a tall, distinguished-looking man and a beautiful woman entered the room. They looked at the CB radios, they looked at the whisk, and they looked at Jack, who was now standing in his apron and chef's hat. "Larry, is this the command center you were telling me about?" the CEO asked, his voice booming. Larry, never missing a beat, stepped forward with his hand outstretched. "Sir, you're just in time. My personal chef was just performing a ultrasonic quality check on the meal. Jack, show the man what you've prepared." Jack looked at the sofa. It was perfectly risen, golden brown, and smelling of heaven. He looked at the CEO. He looked at Johnny, who gave him a thumbs up. "Welcome to apartment 4," Jack said, his voice returning to its normal, cheerful self. "I hope you like French food. It's a specialty of the house." That afternoon, Larry didn't get the regional manager job. The CEO decided Larry was too creative for electronics, but Jack was offered a weekend gig catering for the CEO's private yacht. And more importantly, Mr. Rogers never left another note on Chrissy's desk. As the sun set over Santa Monica, casting a pink and purple glow across the sky, the trio sat on the balcony, sharing the leftovers of the sofa and listening to the sound of the ocean. They were broke, they were living a lie, and they were constantly on the verge of disaster. But as they laughed together under the California stars, they knew they wouldn't have it any other way. Chapter 11, The Phantom Fiancé and the Sunday Brunch. The Santa Monica fog had completely dissipated by Sunday morning, replaced by a sky so blue it looked painted. Inside apartment 4, the coffee was brewing, and the smell of toasted bagels filled the air. However, the domestic peace was once again threatened by a phone call from Jack's past. "It was my Aunt Martha, Joanna," Jack said, pacing the living room in his robe. "She's the one who paid for my first set of knives. She's old, she's traditional, and she's coming here in an hour. So, let her come. We'll give her some coffee and a bagel," Joanna said, calmly flipping through the Sunday paper. "You don't understand. I told her I was engaged." Jack's voice hit a frantic falsetto. "I had to. She was going to cut off my allowance if I didn't settle down and stop living like a bohemian. Engaged. Jack, who did you tell her you were engaged to?" Chrissy asked, her eyes wide. Jack stopped pacing and looked at Joanna. Then he looked at Chrissy. Then he looked back at Joanna. "No, absolutely not." "Forget it," Joanna said, not even looking up from the paper. "Joanna, please. It's just for an hour. She's 90% blind and she forgets things every 10 minutes. All you have to do is sit there, look sensible, and occasionally call me Snookums." "Snookums? Jack, I'd rather call a plumber," Joanna replied. "I'll do it, Jack," Chrissy offered, jumping up. "I love being engaged. I've been engaged for times in my head already. Chrissy, honey, Aunt Martha might be blind, but she's not deaf. She'd expect me to marry someone. Well, someone who knows the difference between a fiancé and a financier." Jack said gently, "Hey, I know the difference. One has a ring and the other has a bank, Chrissy pouted. In the end, Jack's pleading won over Jeanette's common sense. They spent 30 minutes scrubbing the apartment and hiding any evidence of a third roommate. The bathroom was purged of Chrissy's hair rollers, and Jack's different magazines were tucked under the sofa. When the doorbell rang, Jack straightened his tie. Okay, remember, I'm a hard-working chef. Jeanne is my devoted fiancée, and Chrissy is the maid. The maid, Chrissy gasped. Why can't I be the sister? Because I don't have a sister who looks like you, Jack hissed as he opened the door. Aunt Martha was a whirlwind of lace, lavender perfume, and ironclad opinions. She marched into the room, poking the furniture with her umbrella as if checking for dust mites. So, this is the love nest. It's a bit modern, isn't it, Jackie? She chirped, squinting at the abstract painting on the wall. Aunt Martha, this is Jeanne, my betrothed, Jack said, guiding Jeanne forward. Jeanne forced a smile. It's so lovely to meet you, Martha. Jack has told me some things about you. Lovely. Such a sensible grip. Jackie always did have a penchant for the plain ones, Martha remarked, patting Jeanette's hand. Jack winced. Jeanette's smile tightened into a grimace. Everything was going smoothly until Chrissy entered from the kitchen, wearing an old lace apron and holding a tray of finger sandwiches. Would the royalty like a cucumber snack? She asked in a thick, unidentifiable accent that sounded like a mix of French and Southern Texan. Aunt Martha froze. She turned her head slowly toward Chrissy. Jackie, why is the maid talking like she's had a stroke? She's from a very small village in the Alps, Auntie, very isolated. They speak a local dialect of hospitality. Jack scrambled. Chapter 12, The Art of the Squeeze and the Lease from Hell. The visit from Aunt Martha was progressing from awkward to catastrophic. Stanley Roper had chosen this exact moment to come up and complain about a mysterious vibration in the floorboards. He walked in without knocking, as was his custom. Tripper, what's going on up here? It sounds like a stampede of elephants in Tudas. Roper barked, then stopped dead when he saw Aunt Martha. Stanley, my dear friend, Jack shouted, lunging at Roper and practically tackling him. This is my Aunt Martha. Auntie, this is our interior decorator, Mr. Roper. Interior decorator. Roper scoffed. The only thing I decorate is the eviction notice board. He's very eccentric. Jack whispered loudly to Martha. He only works in shades of grumpy and polyester. Aunt Martha squinted at Roper. He looks familiar. Jackie, did I see this man in a police lineup in 1954? Roper's face turned a brilliant shade of crimson. Police lineup? I was a decorated soldier. I served in the big one. The big one. Which one? The Great Depression. Martha cackled. While Jack tried to manage the warring senior citizens, Jeanne was busy trying to keep Chrissy from blowing their cover. Chrissy had taken her maid role too seriously and was now attempting to dust Aunt Martha's head. while she was still wearing it. "Chrissy, stop. You're going to knock her glasses off," Joanna hissed. "I'm just being thorough. Joanna, a good maid never leaves a feather unturned." The tension peaked when Roper decided he wanted to see the lease. Wait a minute. Engaged. Fiancé. If there's a wedding, the rent goes up. More water, more trash, more noise. Jack felt the walls closing in. He looked at Aunt Martha, who was currently telling Roper that his tie reminded her of a bad dream she had in the 30s. He looked at Joanna, who was vibrating with suppressed rage. "Mr. Roper, can we discuss this in the hallway?" Jack pleaded. "No. I want to know why there are 3 of you and only one bed that looks used." Roper shouted, his suspicion finally overriding his confusion. Jack's brain went into overdrive. He had to save the loan, the rent, and his reputation all at once. The bed. You see, Mr. Roper, Joanna and I are very modern. We believe in spatial independence. And the maid, she sleeps in the kitchen, on a vertical cot. It's an Alpine tradition. "A vertical cot?" Martha asked, her ears perking up. "Jackie, are you torturing the help? I won't have it. It's for her posture, Auntie. Very healthy." Jack insisted, sweat dripping down his neck. Ultimately, the situation was saved by Helen Roper. She appeared in the doorway, wearing a bright purple jumpsuit and carrying a plate of cookies. "Stanley, stop bothering the kids. They're having a family gathering." Helen turned to Martha. "I'm Helen. I'm the one who actually runs this building while Stanley practices his grunting." Helen, a woman of substance. Martha beamed. "Come, dear, tell me, is this man really a decorator, or does he just dress like one as a hobby?" As the 2 women began to bond over their mutual exasperation with Stanley, the trio managed to retreat to the kitchen for a collective sigh of relief. Chapter 13, The Sunday Morning Scandal and the Velvet Ruse. The aftermath of Aunt Martha's visit left apartment for in a state of nervous exhaustion. Stanley Roper was still lurking in the hallway, his suspicion dampened, but not extinguished. He was convinced that something unnatural was happening behind those closed doors. "I'm telling you, Helen, they're hiding something," Stanley muttered as they headed back downstairs. "Did you see that maid? She was wearing a lace apron over a tennis skirt. That's not Alpine. That's suspicious. Stanley, you see conspiracies in a bowl of oatmeal." Helen sighed. "The boy is engaged. He's settling down. Can't you just be happy that we might actually get the rent on time for once?" Upstairs, Jack was collapsed on the sofa, fanning himself with a finger sandwich. "I think I'm going to retire from fiction. Joanna, it's too taxing. My heart can't take the pressure of being a Snookums." "You brought it on yourself, Jack," Joanna said, beginning to restore the apartment to its 3-person configuration. "Next time Aunt Martha calls, tell her you've joined a monastery. It would be more believable. Or tell her I've moved to the Alps to sleep on a vertical cot, Chrissy giggled, finally taking off her apron. You know, it's not that uncomfortable if you lean against the fridge. The peace was short-lived, however. A few hours later, the local health inspector, a man with a clipboard and a nose for violations, knocked on the door. He was conducting a random check of the building's plumbing and occupancy levels. Jack, the inspector, if he sees 3 of us living in a 2-person unit, we're toast, Joanna whispered, peeking through the curtain. Hide, Chrissy, hide in the bathtub. No, wait, hide in the hamper, Jack ordered. I can't fit in the hamper. Jack, I'm not a towel, Chrissy protested. In a desperate move, Jack decided to use his chef persona once again. He threw on his hat and began tossing flour into the air, creating a culinary haze in the kitchen. When the inspector entered, he found Jack frantically whisking an empty bowl. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time for the invisible soulful demonstration. I'm a student, you see, testing the limits of vaporized nutrition. The inspector blinked, wiping flour from his clipboard. I'm here for the plumbing, Mr. Tripper, not the vaporized nutrition. As the inspector moved toward the bathroom, Jack and Joanna performed a frantic, silent dance. They shifted Chrissy from the closet to the balcony and finally into the kitchen pantry, moving her like a chess piece just ahead of the inspector's gaze. Occupancy seems standard, the inspector noted, checking his list. But I hear a muffled giggling coming from the pantry. Is that a leak in the pipes? Giggling? Ah, that's the fermented yeast, Jack shouted. It's a very happy batch, very lively. It giggles when it rises. The inspector looked at Jack as if he were insane, which was a fair assessment. He eventually finished his check and left, shaking his head. As the door closed, the trio collapsed onto the floor, covered in flour and relief. Jack, Joanna said, wiping a smudge of flour from her nose. We really need to find a new hobby. This life on the edge thing is making me old. I agree, Jack panted. From now on, no more lies, no more engagement, no more alpine maids. We live as we are, honest, transparent, and perpetually broke. Does that mean I can have a dog again? Chrissy asked hopefully. No, Jack and Joanna shouted in unison. As the Santa Monica moon rose over the ocean, casting a silver light across their balcony, the 3 roommates sat together, sharing a bottle of cheap wine and the remains of the cucumber sandwiches. They were a family of circumstance, a tribe of the misunderstood. And as they watched the waves hit the shore, they knew that no matter what disaster awaited them tomorrow, they would face it together. Because trees company, but three's family. Chapter 14, The Great Escoffier Swindle. The Monday morning air in Santa Monica was crisp, carrying the promise of a fresh start tour in Jack Tripper's case. A fresh disaster. He was standing in the center of the kitchen, surrounded by a mountain of eggshells and a look of profound concentration. Jack, What are you doing with 50